Welcome to LionTree Arena as number 3 ranked Long Beach State men's volleyball hits the road to take on UC San Diego. I'm Bruce Kuntz alongside JayDe Beaudry, and you are listening to 22 West Radio, broadcasting live at 88.1 FM KKJZ HD3 Long Beach. Long Beach State dropped to number 3 in the nation after 2 losses to Hawaii, but the defending national champions got back in the win column with a pair of victories against CSUN last weekend. First-year head coach Nick McRae has already seen his team fight through more adversity than the title-winning squad last year, and the Beach are trying to prove that pressure makes diamonds.
Yeah, that's right, Bruce. The Beach are banged up coming into tonight. That is no secret. And with indefinite injuries holding opposite Wojciech Gajek and setter Jake Pizzanti out of the lineup tonight, this weekend and this series against UC San Diego is a double-edged sword. On one hand, Long Beach State have all the confidence in the world in their depth, but on the other, there will be men suiting up tonight who also aren't 100%. And this team knows more than anything that the Big West Championships will be here before we know it.
The Tritons enter at 2-3 in conference, ranked 13th in the nation. Brad Rostratter's squad has finished 4th in the Gauntlet Big West the last 2 years, but they're hoping for Long Beach State transfer Sebastiano Sani to lead an ascension up the ranks this season.
Hey, that's national champion Sebastiano Sani to you, Bruce. And for UC San Diego this season, Sani has been the engine of this offense. I'll give you 3 guarantees for Sani tonight. He'll get at least 30 sets, put down at least 10 kills, and play all night long with a fire in his eyes. Why so confident? Because he's done it all year long, and tonight is his chance to give his former program a parting gift that they'll never forget.
Long Beach State is out on the floor. Take you through their starters. Jackson Christ and Ben Braun are the 2 starting middle blockers. Skylar Varga and Alex Kondev both at outside. Kellen Larson is the starting libero. Daniil Hershinovich starting at opposite. And as we said, Island Doty getting the start at setter with Jake Pizzanti remaining out. For UC San Diego, take you through their starting lineup. Evan Boyle and Keegan Cook are the 2 liberos in the starting lineup. Leo Provednikov and Sebastiano Sani, the 2 outside hitters. They've got John Lewers, the setter transfer in from Lincoln Memorial, has been a standout so far this year. Jim Garrison, the starting middle blocker, alongside Peter Selcho. And then rounding out the lineup at opposite, they've got Josh Ewert, the 6'4" redshirt junior.
And for Long Beach State, it's going to be all about getting Island Doty as comfortable as possible in the middle. Only making his 2nd start this season, Jake Pizzanti exiting the middle of set 2 on night 2 against CSUN with a left shoulder injury. Doty able to pace the offense in the pyramid. Now he's got to do it for the first time this season on the road.
Island Doty has been the backup setter for 4 straight years here at Long Beach State. Last year he sat behind Moni Nikolov. This year he's been behind Jake Pizzanti, getting the start here on the road at UC San Diego. It's number 3 versus number 13 in the nation. We're underway with a serve from Ewert into the net, and the Beach win point number 1.
Josh Ewert, the redshirt junior, outside, stands 6'4". One thing that Brad Rostratter came into the season talking about for UC San Diego was need to get more physical on the pens. Hence the addition of Sebastiano Sani. We're going to see a lot of action on the outsides tonight.
Island Doty serving first for the Beach. The senior, standing 6'5", hits it into the net. Back-to-back service errors start the night. It's a healthy crowd here at LionTree Arena. UC San Diego at 11-9 overall this season. Long Beach 16-4. All 4 of the losses for Long Beach State have come against UCLA and Hawaii. There's another serve into the net from Leo Provednikov this time. The Long Beach native Provednikov, graduate of Wilson High School, carved himself a career for the Tritons.
Let's see if we can finally get one in here.
Skylar Varga back behind the line for Long Beach State. 3rd best server in the nation by aces per set. Gets this one inbounds on the attack. Provednikov from the back row has the kill. Set went to the pipe, and he put it off the blockers and into the floor.
No, Provednikov grew up in Long Beach wearing all kinds of Long Beach State merch. Now getting a chance to flex his muscles early on here in his new home.
Both of Provednikov's parents went to Long Beach State. His dad played men's volleyball. His mother played softball. Pass from Kellen Larson here. He hits a combo set, but the point will go to the Tritons. We're going to call a back row attack from Skylar Varga. His foot was on the 10-foot line before he emerged. Would have been a kill if he was just a couple of inches back behind it.
Skylar Varga knew it as soon as it got off his hand. Either way, though, Tritons up 3-2.
Jim Garrison serves. Another pass from Larson. Doty right at the net. And they go back to the combo play, and this time it's out of bounds on the attack from Varga. So Long Beach not quite in rhythm on the attack so far. 4-2 Tritons.
Skylar Varga is one of those pacers for this offense, someone Island Doty's going to turn to often. Had a great series against CSUN, tied a season high with 18 kills on night 1.
Jim Garrison hits it out of bounds this time. 3rd service error of the night for the Tritons. 4-3 UC San Diego. Now Ben Braun will go behind the line for the first time tonight. Another one of these Long Beach State players that's been banged up throughout this season. On the floor tonight. His float serve goes across. Provednikov overhead pass. What a play. John Luers, the setter for UC San Diego, elevated on the overpass. Flipped it behind his head to wipe off the block out of bounds. That is a fantastic kill from the Triton setter.
Now usually you see a setter go up and pirouette like that. They're trying to get it to the soft spot. He knew there were blockers behind him and tooled them. That is fantastic. Maybe the first time I've seen that sitting on the sidelines of a men's volleyball game.
Luers is only 6'2", but plenty of physicality shown there. Alex Kondev passes his serve, goes to Christ in the middle. It's tipped. Sowney keeps it up. Go over to the right side. Ebert swings cross court off a tip. Hershinovic digs it out. Doty, D-set back to Hershinovic. Tipped over and down. Not quite a full swing there from Daniil Hershinovic, but he still got his first kill.
We talk about guys who aren't at 100%. Daniil Hershinovic forced into the starting lineup across that CSUN series as Wojciech Gajek remains out at the opposite position. After 2 heroic performances against Hawaii, it's been all on Daniil Hershinovic to man that outside position.
A full sleeve on his left knee as the serve is across and out of bounds from Hershinovic. Service error is something the Beach have dealt with all season long. It's a trade-off when they are the top team in the nation in aces per set, 2.5 per frame. 6-4 Tritons. Sebastiano Sani, the Long Beach State transfer, serving for the first time. Booms it over, but it's controlled by Varga. Doty goes over to Hershinovic from the back row. Just got it through the blockers before it hits their feet. Daniil Hershinovic with 2 kills so far.
And Island Doty looking comfortable already. A difficult pass out of serve receive from Skylar Varga. Took Doty beyond the 10-foot line, and as he's fading away, just squares his shoulders around to his opposite. It's a kill for Daniil.
Alex Kondev, roll serve, controlled in the back row by Boyle. Set quick to the middle, and there's Peter Selcho announcing his presence in LionTree Arena with a kill.
Peter Selcho, the longest tenured Triton on this roster, his redshirt senior season, native of Fountain Valley, California.
7-5 UC San Diego. Selcho back to serve after his kill. Senior hits it across and out of bounds. Another good read by Larson in the back row. That'll be the Beach middle blocker back to serve. Jackson Christ with Ben Braun checking back into the game. Then libero Larson goes to the bench.
33 aces this season for Jackson Christ at the middle blocker position, including aces in 9 straight games coming into this weekend.
16th in the nation in aces per set. Christ hits over and down. Went cross court for the back left corner, and it's precision instead of power for Jackson Christ's first ace.
Make that 10 straight games with an ace for Jackson Christ. He really can do it all behind the service line.
He tied it up at 7 apiece. Wearing the bright neon yellow shoes, booms this one over and out. Still will take that trip. 1 ace before the error. The Tritons are back ahead by 1.
Tritons bouncing back and forth between an early lead and a chance to extend the gap when they're behind the service line. This is what UC San Diego do so well. These mini runs early in sets.
Ewert serves it, hit the tape before a Larson pass. One-handed set from Doty, and then a swing from Braun will go for a kill. Nice job by Island Doty to get above the net, keep it on the Beach side. Braun deposited it off the blockers and out of bounds. Beach have completed 1 full rotation. It's Island Doty back behind the line to serve for the second time. 8-8 in set 1. Long Beach hitting 167, Tritons at 750. Doty serves out of bounds. Tritons back ahead 9-8.
Already, 4th service error for Long Beach State. We saw it kill them, especially on night 1 against Hawaii. Trying to avoid a similar fate here, once again with Island Doty running the offense.
After losing both of those games to Hawaii, Long Beach won both last weekend. Errant pass, Kondev keeps it alive. It's a free ball from right out the back line. Larson puts it over. Overhead pass from Cook. Back set goes to the right side. Ewert got it through. It's a kill for UC San Diego. Was very close to a roof, but Daniil Hershinovic just barely couldn't seal it off. Went right down into the floor, but just on Long Beach's side of the net.
Daniil Hershinovic came away from that one, lips pursed, had the angle. It just got underneath his armpits.
10-8, Provednikov serves now. Pass from Kondev goes out of bounds. Hershinovic pushes it back towards the middle of the floor. Varga puts it across, still in the attack. Sani now tips it over, and it's down. Kellen Larson immediately reacted like it might have been a pancake. Long Beach got in a huddle with Nick McCray off the bench, looking over. Doesn't look like there's going to be a challenge, though.
Sebastiano Sani recognizes the triple block, just touches it above 6 hands and down. Excellent work from the Long Beach State transfer, picking up his first kill.
Provednikov serves again. Pass from Varga. Dodi D-set back to Varga. He pushes it off the antenna. It's another point for the Tritons, and they've won 4 in a row.
It's going to go down as the 3rd attacking error here for the Beach already in this first set. Now hitting dead even to San Diego's 833. That is a massive gap in the hitting percentage department, and Tritons are up by 4.
Leo Provednikov serves again. Goes for Varga. He controls it. Dodi goes to Hershinovic from the left side this time. It's tipped by the blockers. Nice sliding dig as Cook went under the net. They're going to give the point to Long Beach State, though, as Cook was way over on the Long Beach side of the floor. Immediately, though, UC San Diego's floor captain, John Lewers, walks over to the ladder to have a conference.
Now, what you're allowed to do here is go under the net and then come back around the stanchion and out of play. What they're arguing here is that Cook went under the net, then tried to go back to the San Diego side while still in between those stanchions.
Call on the floor is going to stand, so it's Long Beach's point. Looked to me like Cook just got up and went back underneath the net. So that's where the violation happens. Skylar Varga serving now. Tips the tape. One-arm dig from Sani. Set goes right back to him. Sebastiano gets blocked. It's kept up, though, by Boyle. Now dunked over by Lewers, dug out by Varga. Dodi goes over to Kondev. Left side. Pushed over, but dug out in the back row. Bump set going for Sani. Sani gets blocked right off of him and into the floor. It's a roof for Long Beach State. Triple block above the net to deny the attack of their former teammate.
Daniil Herstinovic now all smiles. Deletes that ball from Sebastiano Sani. It's clear the Beach are going to have an all-6 mentality towards the junior outside tonight.
Skylar Varga serves again. So towards the back row, but they're going to call a foot fault against Varga. Second time that he has been a little bit further up on the floor than he thought.
These line violations so subjective depending on the refereeing crew tonight. Looks like there's going to be a tight watch on that service line.
Jim Garrison, senior middle blocker, serves now. Pass from Varga. Dodi there. Goes over towards Kondev. He gets roofed. John Lewers above the net. Shoulder to shoulder with Peter Selcho. Lewers only 6'2", and that's already the second great play he's made above the net.
And John Lewers had 4 block assists in UC San Diego's 5-set loss to UC Irvine. And now he's fired up, making an impact.
Garrison serves again. Pass into the back row. Dodi goes over to the right side. It's blocked but out of bounds. Daniil Hershinovic just put enough on that one to go cross-court off the blockers and just beyond the white line.
Daniil Hershinovic, despite the Beach still hitting below 100, is swinging 1,000. 4 kills on 4 swings.
11 serving 14. Float serve from Braun. Pass from Provednikov. Set goes over to Sani. Left side goes cross court and it's down for a kill. Just caught a piece of the blockers before Kondev had a chance at it, but the misdirection allowed him to not handle it. We're going to hit the media timeout. 15-11. UC San Diego ahead by 4 in set 1.
Tritons hitting 500. Beach hitting 083. That has to change out of the timeout for the defending national champions.
An 82% side out rate as well for UC San Diego. They're ahead by 4 on 22 West Radio. (15-11), UC San Diego's jumped ahead, and Long Beach State's attack does not look in rhythm so far.
And is not the fault of Island Dodi, right? Making the start tonight at setter. But in that timeout, he got some special attention. A conference first with Nick McRae, then with Amir Logo Rodriguez, then a trio of bodies around him, as Jake Pizzanti also had some instructions. A lot coming into the ear right now of the senior. He needs to filter that out We already know that Island Doty, time and time again, tasked with shortening his window for errors. That has to happen now with the Beach down by 4.
4 attacking errors so far for Long Beach State. It's John Lewers, the Triton setter, serving out of the timeout. Varga pass up to Doty. D-set goes to Hershinovic. It's blocked, kept up by Varga. Doty goes right back to Daniil, put high off the blocker, still up to Varga. He sets it up above the net, tried to dunk down on one touch. Varga dig again. Kondev tools the block on the left side. A mad scramble for Long Beach State off of 3 different UC San Diego blocks, but eventually Kondev sends it right off him out of bounds.
And you talk about that missing error window that Island Doty has right now. Missed the first 2 to Daniil Hershinovic, then just had to throw it to the left side into a general area where Alex Kondev could make a play.
Daniil Hershinovic serves now. Pass from Boyle in the back row. Goes over to the left side, and there's a kill for Josh Ewert. 6'4" opposite, got up above the left pin and put it down.
Talk about a guy who's firing in fastballs right now. That's John Lewers, UC San Diego setter. Threw that one on a rope over to the left side, and it was put straight down. Tritons continue to lead.
Sebastiano Sani serving now. Played 2 years for Long Beach State. Roll serve dug out by Larson. Doty, big jump, goes up to Christ, and Jackson Christ brings it right down. 6'10" middle blocker was above the defense of UC San Diego and deposited it right into the middle of the floor.
Just the general vibe around this gym right now, Bruce, a little bit nervy. There's a traveling Long Beach contingent and a lot of Tritons fans who have not seen UC San Diego take a single set off of Long Beach State in 4 years.
It's been a one-sided matchup, 79-6. The Beach are all-time against the Tritons. The serve from Alex Kondev is into the bottom half of the net. 6 service errors for the Beach so far. 17-13 Tritons. Aiden Powell subs in for the Tritons to serve. Another former Long Beach State player. Powell tosses up, hits it over. Pass from Varga, a little bit offline. Doty sends over to Hershinovic. Triple block, denies it. Kept up in the air, though, by Kondev. Sliding in, bump set goes out of bounds from Doty. Long Beach with a miscommunication there. Jackson Chris saying he was trying to get out of there. Kondev with the errant pass. And now Nick McRae will come off the bench to call timeout.
And those nerves continue not only from the stands but now onto the court. Long Beach State did not look settled during that rally. Jackson Chris, the middle blocker, shouldn't be taking the second touch. He finds himself, though, in the area. He doesn't quite know where Island Doty is behind him. Leads to an errant pass, and the Beach now down by 5.
18-13, UC San Diego ahead in set 1. Beach call timeout on 22 West Radio. (18-13) Tritons in set 1 as Nick McRae called his first timeout.
And yes, Long Beach State are struggling, but UC San Diego, give them a lot of credit right now. Up by 5, approaching the red zone. 5 different players with at least 1 kill. And Josh Ewert so far leading the way for UC San Diego.
2 kills for Ewert, 2 kills for Sebastiano Sani. We saw Sani in warm-ups with some extra flair and passion. He's getting frustrated at some of the sets from his teammates just during warm-ups. He was yelling and grabbing the net in frustration. Shows how much this match means to him. Aiden Powell back behind the line was teammates with Sani and many other players on this Long Beach side of the net 2 years ago. He was a redshirt freshman in 2024. Serves this one out of bounds. Powell, after playing for Long Beach in 24, transferred to Golden West College last year. For now finding himself with the Tritons. He subs back out after his service run came to an end.
Not the last we'll see of him tonight.
Jackson Christ serving for Long Beach State. 14 serving 18. Christ roll serve, dug out in the back row by Sani. Set quick to the middle, and Garrison has the kill for the Tritons. This UC San Diego attack looks fantastic, hitting well over 500.
And Jim Garrison has been pacing the offense so far tonight, just making good runs in the middle, whether he's swinging or not. Near Acosta High School graduate, making Long Beach State pay.
Opponents of Long Beach State this season hitting only 223. Triton's attack not being slowed down so far. Roll serve kept up by Kondev. Left side, Varga goes off the blocker, still on Long Beach's side. Doty keeps it up. Kondev bumps it, goes to Varga again, puts off the blockers, hits the tape, and stays on the beach side yet again. Varga, third time, power angle, but out of bounds. Skylar Varga thinks it hit the line. Let's see if Long Beach issues a challenge.
Skylar Varga initially saying, I swear to God, it was in. And then possibly changing his mind. Nope, Nick McRae with the challenge. Big issue on that rally though, Bruce. 3 times across the net, only 1 touch from Island Doty, and it was the first touch off of the block touch deflection. Your setter has to get involved. You can't rely on your pin hitters to be pushing it to the outside. You can't rely on Kellen Larson bumping it from the back row. Big call coming here as the score stands. UC San Diego 20, Long Beach 14.
It looked like Nick McRae was ready to not challenge this play. Skylar Varga stopped really pressing the issue on the floor to get the challenge, but then as McRae was ready to turn away and say play on, the call came from the bench to say issue the challenge. So we'll see if Long Beach can get a critical overturn here as the scoreboard currently stands 20-14 UC San Diego. Beach down by 6 and could use a point to swing their way here.
Nick McRae's been successful, especially over the past few weeks on his challenges. Was 4 for 5 on night 1 against CSUN. This level, you get 3, and you keep them as long as you're successful. If we go to that 5th set and you got less than 3, you're going to get 1 back. It looks like this one might be a quick call coming in, as all they're checking is the in-out on the Skylar Varga swing. Coming from the middle, going for the near left side of the UC San Diego front row.
The Tritons are only credited with 1 block so far. That's the roof that they had from their setter, John Lewers. But the pressure above the net has been constant from UC San Diego. Even when the blocks haven't been roofs, they've forced Long Beach to recycle constantly in this set 1.
And that's something they did really well against UC Irvine, one of the best teams in the country. They had 12.5 blocks in that game. That went 5 sets. That was a season high, but they were disruptive all night long. Even when they didn't hit well across 5 sets, they were in sets consistently because their block touches gave them a chance to extend rallies.
And it's a successful challenge for Long Beach State. A huge point going back to the beach makes it 15-19. So instead of a 6-point deficit, it's down to 4. And now the Beach will make a sub. Island Doty coming off the floor, their setter, with Ryan Peluso subbing in to serve. Seen Long Beach go to this bigger lineup throughout this season. See if Peluso operates as a true setter here. First he has to get the serve in. That part's done. Sani pass up to the net. Set goes over to Preventnikov. He puts it off the blockers and out of bounds. Too easy there as UC San Diego was in system. And now Doty will come right back onto the floor.
So tonight it's Island Doty and Ryan Peluso, the only 2 setters available for this Long Beach State team. Looks like Doty still with the full trust of Nick McRae to close out set 1.
20-15 UC San Diego.
UC San Diego also making a change at their setter's position. Cameron Whirl into the front row here.
Some extra size in front. Whirl 6'7". Pass from Kellen Larson off the serve. Goes to the middle for Ben Braun, and off a touch, Braun has the kill. He's missed a lot of this season, but the senior originally started his career at Ohio State, now has been one of the longest tenured players for Long Beach State.
And Cameron Whirl now heads to the bench for UC San Diego. John Lewers back into the front row.
4-point deficit, 16 serving 20. Skylar Varga hits it off the tape, diving in. Boyle keeps it alive. Set from Lewers, goes over to Preventnikov, gets blocked, keeps it up in the air. Sani from right in the middle, roll shot is out of bounds. Skylar Varga watched it all the way down to the floor, and the Beach are within 3.
That's a deceptively hard shot for Sebastiano Sani. You're inside the 10-foot line. You have to go straight up, only about a foot off the net. Not only over a double block, but inside the lines. Good eyes from Skylar Varga in the back row to let that one go.
Varga to serve again. 1 kill so far tonight. Varga hits it on a cross, pass from Boyle. Set goes quick to Garrison in the middle, and he's got the kill right through the hands of Island Doty off a touch. Had a chance to keep that one alive, but could not handle it, and the Triton lead is back to 4. Jim Garrison back to serve. Manhattan Beach native, 6'9" middle blocker. Puts it across and inbounds. Kellen Larson dove to his left and thought it was going to miss the line. Instead, it's an ace for the senior middle blocker, Jim Garrison.
Long Beach State only gave up 2 aces all weekend against CSUN, and now Nick McRae is asking how many timeouts he has left. UC San Diego up 22-17 in set 1.
McRae is going to issue his second timeout. 22-17, UC San Diego Jim Garrison was all Big West freshman team back in 2023, has led the Tritons in blocks the last 2 years, up to another strong season here in his redshirt senior campaign, and his ace sends Long Beach into a timeout.
Yeah, he's a guy that Brad Rostrader is really excited to have back and at full health. When Garrison's at his best, so is this team. UC San Diego, fresh off that 18-12 season last year in 2025. They went 3-7 in Big West play. They tied for 4th, but those 18 wins, the most in a single season in program history. UC San Diego, not a team that's going to compete for an at-large bid into the NCAA tournament this year. Their focus fully on those Big West championships coming up fast in late April at the Brent Event Center. Their goal this year, much as it was last year, play the season for those 3 games and get themselves a spot at Pauley Pavilion come May.
20 seconds left on the timeout as Long Beach State heads back out onto the floor. It's been an up and down first set for Island Doty in there in place of Jake Pizzanti after Pizzanti hurt his shoulder midway through that sweep victory against CSUN last weekend. Doty's in his 4th year with the program, has been sitting behind some fantastic setters. Pizzanti has put himself in that lineage, but now it's Doty having to step on midway through this Big West schedule and try to lead the offense.
Look, Doty, time and time again, we've heard it from Nick McRae, beats the starters in practice. He needs to step up here for the Beach.
Garrison serves off the tape. Nice job by Kondev. Pancake keeps it alive. Hershinovic, right side attack is out of bounds, but there's a touch. Hit high hands and just did catch a piece of him. Daniil Hershinovic has his 5th kill.
That is big time from Daniil Hershinovic. He had to hit that ball off a cross-court bump set from Kellen Larson, who now subs out to make way for Connor Bloom. The outside hitter opposite coming in to serve.
The Beach needed that point. They're within 4, 18 serving 22. Connor Bloom claps the volleyball. Now hits it off the tape. It's ducked into the ground, but Sani keeps it up. Set to the pipe. Leo Provednikov has the kill. Skylar Varga couldn't dig it in the back row, and it deflects into the crowd.
That was a fantastic fake out in the front row by Peter Selcho. Freed up the pick, and Provetnikov punishing.
23-18, UC San Diego in the driver's seat of set 1. John Lewis back behind the service line. Flips the ball out in front of him, hits it into the net. So if Long Beach is going to go on a run, they could use some points strung together here. Daniil Hershinovic going back behind the line.
And a string of important points is exactly what Daniil Hershinovic stacked against CSUN in set 5 on night 1 in Northridge. 3 aces in that frame.
Hasn't been healthy for most of the year. The serve is in, Sani pass, goes right back to him at the right pin, hits off the blockers and out. It's set point number 1 for UC San Diego off the kill from Seba Sani.
And that's something UC San Diego has not been able to say for 4 years under Brad Rostrader. He's 0 for 7 against the Beach, and it's been 7 straight sweeps for Long Beach State.
It's Sani serving to try and win set 1 against the defending national champions, and his serve is out of bounds. Sani was here and part of the national championship team last year, played 23 matches, 1.5 kills per set for Long Beach State last spring.
Still 4 set points for UC San Diego.
Set point number 2, 24-20. Alex Kondev serves for the Beach. Roll serve is inbounds, pass from Boyle. Set goes to Sani, but he hits it into the net. Coming from the back row, Sani tried to get a little bit too precise. Missed the attack, and the Beach are within 3.
And Sebastiano Sani had Jackson Christ on an island in the middle. Skylar Varga was caught on his heels. And that's a big miss from Sani. Gives Kondev another chance to keep the Beach alive.
Had to tie his shoe for a moment, and now Kondev is ready to go. Set point number 3 for the Tritons. High toss, Kondev hits it over and down for an ace. Sani dove to his right and couldn't keep it up with one arm. Long Beach going on a 3-point run, and now the Tritons call timeout.
No aces for Alex Kondev last weekend against CSUN, and he rips off a big one here in set 1 to keep Long Beach State in this ball game.
24-22. It's going to be set point number 4 for the Tritons after the break on 22 West Radio. Set point number 4 for UC San Diego. It's been almost 4 years since the Tritons last beat Long Beach State. And they're trying to close out set 1 here. 24-22 Tritons. The Beach have won 3 straight points, and it's Alex Kondev trying to keep the run alive. Bulgarian sophomore tosses up, hits it over. Pass from Boyle is down to the ground. It's back-to-back aces for Alex Kondev, and the Beach are 1 point away from extending this first set.
It's fantastic from Alex Kondev, but the Beach aren't out of the mud yet. He needs one more.
4 straight points for Long Beach State. 23 serving 24. Set point number 5 for the Tritons. Kondev roll serve, passed by Provednikov. Set goes back to him on the left side. Tipped and dug out by Hershinovic. Doty goes over to Varga off the blockers. Sani dives in for the dig. Back out to Provednikov. Left side, tried to tool the block, got denied. Now it goes back again. Blocked but out of bounds. Provednikov able to pull through and get the Tritons a set 1 victory. Island Doty was up for the block. Nick McRae asking a question here.
Hold on a minute here. Island Doty was all alone on the pins against Provetnikov, went up for the block, and before the ball came down, the Beach pulled away celebrating, thinking it went off of Provetnikov's leg or shoulder. A challenge coming here for Long Beach State.
McRae went over and confirmed that they have 3 challenges remaining. So Long Beach is going to use one here. If the call stands, it'll be a set 1 victory for UC San Diego. But Long Beach hoping that the block from Doty caught a piece of Provednikov before it went out of bounds.
Last time UC San Diego took a set off of Long Beach, April 9th, 2022, a 5-set victory right here in LionTree Arena. Since then under Brad Rostratter, once he took over the helm 3 seasons ago, it has been 7 straight sweeps for Long Beach, including in last year's Big West Championships out in Manoa. UC San Diego trying to do tonight what they could not do with their season on the line last year.
It's the second challenge of the night for Long Beach State. They won the first one. A huge review. If the call stands, the Tritons win set 1. If it's overturned, then we're getting extra volleyball in the first set.
And it's all thanks to Island Doty. The Beach were scrambling at the net, and Doty just committed to the left side of the UC San Diego attack. Went up, made himself big against Provetnikov, who's no shrimp himself. It was 6'5" against 6'5" up there at the net. And Braden Marquardt and Jet Estes are trying to peer around the official's shoulder to catch a glimpse of the replay.
This is going to be a close one. Our referees tonight, Danielle Willis and Patricia Malta. It's Malta who's over at the board looking at this one. Line judges Rob Reyes and John Park. Now the call is in, and it's sticking with the Tritons. Long Beach loses their first challenge of the night, and it's the Tritons winning set 1, 25-23.
And really, it's no less than UC San Diego deserves. They out-hit Long Beach State 435-261 in set 1. They commit fewer errors. Their offense gets in rhythm. And although they gave up a few aces late to Alex Kondev, they still do enough to slam the door, thanks to Leon Provetnikov. And we move to set 2 with Long Beach State in an unfamiliar position against their longtime foes.
Long Beach State went on a run at the end, but it was too little too late. The Tritons held them off for a 25-23 first set win. The Beach will try to straight back in set number 2 up next on 22 West Radio. Long Beach went on a run at the end, but it was not enough to come back. UC San Diego able to hold off the Beach, a 25-23 set 1 win as the Tritons strike first.
Yeah, and UC San Diego have made a habit of taking off sets from ranked opponents this season. In their last series against UC Irvine, they pushed the Anteaters to 5. Before that, they won over the Matadors in 5. They also pushed the Gauchos of UC Santa Barbara to 5 sets. You notice a pattern here, Bruce? 5 sets, UC San Diego in it to win it, and Long Beach State, as battered and bruised as they are, will certainly want to avoid another marathon match here tonight in La Jolla. 6
different 5-set games for the Tritons so far this season. They're no stranger to those longer matches, and they might be in store for one here tonight. Long Beach State was able to get back a big chunk of momentum there at the end of set 1, so even though the Tritons did get the tally, it's a better result for Long Beach than it was looking like for much of that first set. They're sending Alex Kondev back behind the service line to start off set 2. It was Kondev who had 2 aces on that run at the end of the first set.
And UC San Diego has forced 5 sets in about every way you can imagine. Winning the first set, losing the first set, it doesn't matter. Brad Rostrader's team knows they can compete with the best teams in the nation. And Long Beach State, for lack of a better word, need to lock in to start this second set.
Alex Kondev serving for the Beach as set 2 is underway. Roll serve dug out in the back row by Sonny. Set goes quick to Garrison in the middle. Popped up by Christ. Overhead pass from Kondev up to Doty. He's going for Varga. Pushes it over a triple block. Sliding in, Boyle has the dig. Left side, Prevednikov hits over a triple block. Dig from Hershinovic. Set goes to the pipe, and Kondev tips it over, but it's a back row attack across the 10-foot line. Second time the Beach have had that violation tonight.
And you see what Island Doty's trying to do there. The entire UC San Diego back row is shifted to the left. Why not push it back to the middle to give Alex Kondev a chance? It's the setter and the outside hitter, though, just not on the same page.
Josh Ewert serves. It's a good one. Pass from Doty all the way above the net. Varga pushes towards the back corner. UC San Diego on the attack. Prevednikov off the blockers, dug out right over the net. Garrison first touch. Set goes to the pipe. Sonny elevates, but it's dug out by Kondev. Doty gets there. Goes over D-set. Hershinovic dug out by Sonny. That one might have been out, but Sonny keeps it alive. Right side, Ewert. Cross court. One-arm dig. Larson falling out of bounds. Keeps it alive. Up over the net. A joust. It goes back onto the Beach side. It's a kill for UC San Diego after Skylar Varga won the joust. Miraculously, the Tritons able to push the ball back over the net. Skylar Varga wants a lift, but it doesn't look like he's going to get it.
And that's Leo Prevetnikov wheeling away, making plays. What a rally from both teams. And it's Prevetnikov with the awareness at the net to realize the ball was still up above the tape. He pokes it down, and Long Beach State lose the longest rally of the night. Wow.
Josh Ewert serves again. Pass from Larson as he dove to the ground. Had some oohs and ahs on that one. Left side, Varga, Sonny dig, but it's out of bounds. That was another one that looked like it was going to be out of bounds, but Sebastiano Sonny went over and touched it anyway.
Well, Sebastiano Sonny is a long 6'5", and for him to have the awareness in the back row as to whether or not balls are in and out is not always easy. He gets a lot of help from his bench, but it's still UC San Diego with a 2-1 lead here in set 2.
Jackson Chris serves. Pass from Boyle all the way out of bounds. Fallen over. Prevednikov keeps it in play. Roll shot out of bounds, though, from Ewert. Long Beach State wins back-to-back points to tie it up.
UC San Diego still out hitting Long Beach State in the early goings of set 2. They got the first 2 points. The Beach have come back here. Now it's 2-all.
The freshman Jackson Christ serves again. Pass from Boyle. Ranging all the way to the back row. Lures, sets it up. Ewert, roll shot, dug out by Doty. Stepping in, Christ sets up for Varga over a triple block. Got touched. Now it's kept up, and an overhead pass from Ewert. Ewert swinging from the back row. Nice dig from Kondev. Beach scrambling. Hershinovic able to free ball it over. Boyle. Set goes over to the left side. Prevednikov, power angle right off of Varga and out of bounds. That's a good shot from UC San Diego as they got in system and took advantage of the Beach free ball.
Leo Prevetnikov led UC San Diego against UC Irvine in that 5-setter with 13 kills on 27 swings. He's already got 6 on 11. And he's swinging without error, hitting .545 to this point. And it's scary hours now for the defending national champions.
Prevednikov tips the tape. It's passed up above the net, and it's a joust won by Sebastiano Sonny. Looked like he had some words as well for Island Doty. There's 2 guys that were teammates last year above the net, and it's Sonny who wins it for the kill.
Those are 2 guys who were fighting for playing time last year. Doty in the setter's room, Sonny with the pin hitters. And Seba puts it down.
Provednikov serves again. Varga receive. Set goes back to him on the left side. Hit off the blockers. Overhead pass from Ewert. Set to the left side. Sani tips it over. It's touched and then hit across the net. Overhead pass from Cook. Goes back to Sani. Left side. Hit in the back row. Dug out though by Kondev. Bump set from Larson. Varga gets blocked and it's kept up by Kondev. Hershinovic free balls it over. Overhead pass across the net. Underneath Lewers. Goes back to Sani. Cross court and out of bounds without a touch. Sani slammed the floor in frustration as the Beach are back within a point.
That's because Sebastiano Sani has been set 13 times now. Only has 3 kills to show for it. He is really playing with a lot of heart tonight.
Island Doty short arm the serve into the bottom half of the net. Jim Garrison back behind the line now for UC San Diego. 5-3 Tritons in set 2. Beach hitting 152 so far in the match. Garrison also has a service error.
The second set is starting to feel a lot more like a slugfest. Both teams just swinging for the fences behind the service line during the rallies. We know their strategy in play, but it looks like it's going to be a heavyweight bout for the rest of this night.
0.6 aces per set for Skylar Varga. Pass here from Selcho. Set goes over towards Sani. Triple block there, and it's a roof for the Beach. Sani tried to go up with 2 hands and push it, but 3 blockers all there for the denial. Hershinovic, Braun, and Kondev shoulder to shoulder.
And everybody's still breathing heavy from those 2 rallies earlier on in this set. Sani just a bit too cute, and he knows all too well what that block is capable of.
5-5, Skylar Varga serving for the Beach. Float serve past. Back set goes over to the right side, and oh my goodness, Josh Ewert above the net. He's got some bunnies. 6'4" hitter gets way above the net and slams it right down.
Filthy from Ewert. That was disgusting. He's well above the net, knows he's going line all the way, and there's nothing the Beach could do about it.
6-5, UC San Diego. Lures the setter. Tips the tape, but Kondev passes up. Doty goes right back to Kondev. Blocked. Braun touches right above the net. And now Sani with an overhead pass. Set to the pipe. Provednikov has a kill. Varga tried to pull his arm out of there at the last moment, but caught a piece of it before it hit the ground.
And John Lewers is running an efficient offense, and it looks easy. Picking out his spots, turning to the back row. UC San Diego so far putting on an offensive masterclass in the early goings of set 2.
Lewers has had 3 different matches this season with north of 50 assists. So far tonight, he's got 15. 7-5, pass from Varga off the serve. Doty, D-set, goes to Hershinovic, and he slams it right down. Nobody above the net. And that might be the best set we've seen tonight from Island Doty.
That's Island Doty squaring his shoulders to both pins, getting his thumbs high, ripping the ball behind his head, setting up Daniil Hershinovic with a wide open area code.
Ben Braun to serve. There's a wrap on his left elbow. Float serve across, pass from Provednikov. Set goes over to the left side. Ewert hits line and puts it right down again. It's been a nice match for Josh Ewert. 4 kills on 9 swings.
And he's done it on both pins. On the right side a few points ago, that time on the left. And the line is loving him right back.
This is a versatile attack for the Tritons. All 3 hitters can swing from anywhere on the floor. Sebastiano Sani serving now for the Tritons. He hits it over and out of bounds. Looks to me like Sani is pushing a little bit past his normal level of composure. This is an emotional game playing against his former school.
He's really wearing it on his sleeve right now, letting everybody in this gym know how much this game means to him.
Daniil Hershinovic serving now with the Beach trailing by 1. It tips the tape, falling towards the ground, but it's kept up. Right side, Ewert swinging again. Tipped by the blockers and dug out by Larson. Doty, combo set. Varga tries to push over, but gets blocked. Kept up in the air. Doty now another D-set. Hershinovic off the blockers and out. The Beach have tied it up at 8.
And it was Leo Provetnikov just unable to seal off the line from Daniil Hershinovic. The energy still tense in this building. Sebastiano Sani right now is marshaling the back row. The Tritons ready for a Daniil Hershinovic serve.
This Tritons block continuing to make a big impact above the net. Serve from Hershinovic, kept up by Boyle, set to the middle for Selcho, but he gets dug out. Varga steps into set, goes for Kondev, left side, a roll shot, dug out by Boyle off a touch. Set from the back row, Sani gets roofed down. tried to swing after the combo set, but Sani gets denied. Jackson Christ in the middle has seen his block numbers slipping a bit over the last couple of weeks, but there's a big stuff right there.
Hey, let's not forget that's Jackson Christ, the reigning Big West Freshman of the Week. He can do it on both sides of the net.
Danil Hršćanović serves again. Pass from Boyle. Set again going to Sani from the back row. Dug out by Hršćanović up above the net in a joust. It's on the Long Beach side, and Varga keeps it up in the air. Dodi sets up Kondev. He gets roofed down. UC San Diego answers with a roof of their own, and we're tied again at 9.
It's turning into a block party here in La Jolla. Both teams big and physical. This is exactly what Braun Rastrader has been coaching this team to do all season long. Not back down in the big moments, not back down against the big bodies on the other side of the net. UC San Diego playing some of their best volleyball of the season right now in set 2.
4 blocks for Long Beach, 3 blocks for UC San Diego. Alex Kondev swinging cross court, and he's got a kill. It was Celso serving, but Long Beach got themselves in system and deliver a good one for Alex Kondev.
Alex Kondev, 2 kills, 3 errors on 8 swings. He's hitting in the negatives to this point. He has been silenced by that block so far.
10-9 Beach. It's Kondev serving, and he misses the net completely underneath it. Big time miss hit there to tie it up again at 10.
That's something that happens in the practice gym, Bruce. Not on game day.
Heard some oohs and ahs on a couple of Long Beach miss hits. Even some laps from the Triton area of the bench. Now here's another miss from UC San Diego. Josh Ewert with a service error.
And you can ooh and ah all you want, but off service errors, UC San Diego knows they have to capitalize.
And hey, every service error counts the same.
They're all 1 point.
11-10 Long Beach State. Jackson Christ back behind the line. Tongue dangling. Roll serve kept up by Sani. Set goes over to the left side. Provednikov off the blockers, kept up by Kondev. Goes over to the left side. Varga swinging, gets blocked, and it's in bounds. Varga gets roofed down. It's John Luers again, the 6'2" setter, looking like a physical presence above the net tonight.
The blocking is outstanding from anybody who's in the front row for UC San Diego. That time, as you mentioned, the 6'2" setter getting it done against one of the best pin hitters in the nation.
Provednikov serves. Kondev receives. Dodi goes to Braun in the middle. It's tipped a couple of times. Provednikov hits it all the way up, almost into the roof. And now Sani has a free ball across the net. Larson up to Dodi. Quick to Braun again, but he mishits it out of bounds. Just a shade ahead of the set. And that looked like a combination that was the backup setter in the game for Long Beach State, not quite in the same timing with his middle blocker.
You see Nick McRae on the sideline just saying, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. The intensity and the precision.
12-11 Tritons. Provednikov serves again. Pass from Larson. Dodi goes over to Varga. Cross court, but he missed the line. Long Beach just a shade off from their game, and the Tritons have a 2-point lead. Nick McRae is going to call timeout. You could tell he was thinking about it. And he'll issue the call with the Tritons on a 3-0 scoring run.
Now, there have been a few sets this season, Bruce, that have looked like this, but none have quite felt like this. Long Beach State well off their rhythm, well off their groove. Yes, they don't have their starting setter in the game, but they are still much better than what they are doing and how they're playing right now, being simply outplayed by the number 13 UC San Diego Tritons.
2 big names missing from Long Beach State's starting lineup. Jake Pisanti, the setter, Wojciech Gajak, the freshman opposite. Pisanti in the first night against Hawaii had 52 assists. Gajak had 22 kills. So those 2 guys were fantastic in those high-profile matches, both out right now, and a couple of players that actually are out there for Long Beach State, Ben Braun and Danil Hršćanović, have both been nursing injuries all season long and still don't look like they're at 100%. This has been a Beach team that struggled with the injury bug and still are dealing with it. It doesn't look like that they're all the way in rhythm with whoever's out there now, though.
Yeah, and this is exactly what Nick McRae had to deal with last year with a national championship team, and he's had to deal with it time and time again under Alan Knipe, a man who he calls one of the great problem solvers in men's collegiate volleyball history. It's up to him to solve these problems now. He has the 6 on the floor that he trusts in a moment like this. It's up to them to perform. And as the old volleyball mantra goes, it's all about the next point. Yes, Long Beach State is still down by 2. It's still only set 2. It's still early in set 2. There's plenty of time to snatch the momentum right back. It's as much of a physical game right now for Long Beach State as it is a mental game. And for UC San Diego, Sebastiano Sani has to be loving the effort above all else that he's seen from his teammates right now. playing against his former program. You mentioned those hitting lines and how fired up he was. He's brought that same fire here through 2 sets. And UC San Diego are playing like a team on fire, thanks to Sebastiano Sani.
Leo Provednikov leading the Tritons with 7 kills. He serves out of the timeout. Pass from Varga. Doughty, long way to go, but gets there. Goes back to Varga. Over a triple block, dug out by Cook. Underneath the Wurs, sets over to the left side. Sani, a joust above the net. He wins it. It's into the tape and goes underneath it. Sebastiano Sani went up against 2 beach blockers and still pushed it over and down.
Hey, round 1, Sani got Doughty. Round 2, he gets Doughty again, this time with help from Ben Braun. You're scoring the boxing match above the net. Sebastiano Sani on his way to a knockout punch.
4-0 scoring run. Provednikov roll serve this time. Varga dives in for the pass. Doughty D-set over to Hershinovic. Got touched hard, but kept up by Luers. Back row emerging. Provednikov attack goes back across the net off the dig. They go to Garrison this time, and off the recycle, UC San Diego has the kill. The Tritons have all the momentum right now, and they're ahead 15-11.
And those are 2 attacks from UC San Diego that are met with no hands above the net. Long Beach are getting fought off the back row in serve receive, and it's struggling now with them blocking above the net.
Hershinovic cross court, dig goes out of bounds. So Hershinovic breaks the 5-0 scoring run for the Tritons. Long Beach finally able to get in system and get the ball to their opposite for an open swing.
Long Beach State still down by 3. Usually they're the team fighting their opponents off the service line. Not the case tonight, as UC San Diego are dominating all 3 phases.
The serve and the block have been particularly fantastic for the Tritons so far tonight.
Those are the Beach's strengths.
Island Doughty serves here. Pass from Boyle. Set goes to the middle for Garrison. Dig back across the net. They go over to the right side this time. Elevating Ewert gets dug out by Doughty underneath Kondev. Deek sets up for the right side. And Daniil Hershinovic has the kill. A filthy play from the sophomore Bulgarian injects some energy into the Long Beach bench.
Say it ain't so. Alex Kondev in the middle, thinking like he's going to swing. And then he gets Daniil Hershinovic all alone. That is spectacular.
Gave a full deke like he was going to swing and go on the attack, and then changed course to set it up for Hershinovic. Beecher within 2. Doughty serves again. Provednikov pass underneath Luers. Sets up for Sani. Triple block there. They deny it. Luers keeps it up in the air. Boyle there. Sets up for Sani. Swings high off the blockers, but it's dug out by Larson. Doughty goes over to Hershinovic. Tries to tool the block. It's kept up, though, by Doughty. Varga gets there and free balls it over the net. Garrison pass. Sani left side gets blocked. Boyle scrambles, keeps it up in the air. Free ball from Sani. Kondev up to Doughty. Left side. Varga tips over. Pancake keeps it alive. It's another free ball from UC San Diego. See if the Beach can take advantage. Larson, Doughty, Hershinovic, D-set. He's got the kill. Daniil Hershinovic has back-to-back points, and the Beach are within 1 off a crazy long rally.
This is insane. This is unbelievable. Sebastiano Sani comes off the rally with his hands on his knees, and Brad Rostratter has to call a timeout to make sure his team can catch their breath. It is a dogfight here in La Jolla. Neither team backing down here in set 2.
The middle portion of this second set has turned into some really high-level highlight plays being made on both sides of the net. The Beach have won 3 straight points, and they're within 1, 15-14 Tritons, as UC San Diego calls timeout on 22 West Radio. Highlight reel set number 2 is tracking on UC San Diego with a 1-point advantage as their timeout breaks.
You're telling me we still have to finish out this set? With all the volleyball we've seen so far, all the rallies, all the hustle, all the back and forth, we're only halfway through set 2. And the Beach are on a 3-0 run.
Some high-level plays being made by playmakers on both ends of the net. Island Doty serves again. Pass from Boyle. Set goes to Garrison in the middle. It's tipped up and dug out by the Beach. Hershinovic right side. Tries to push the block, but Boyle digs it out. Sani steps in, puts it off the blockers and into the antenna. Sebastiano Sani keeps the Tritons in the lead and breaks the scoring run for the Beach. Sani
picking up his 5th kill on his 19th swing, still hitting in the negatives. He has been setting more than anybody on the floor tonight. And now Brad Rostrader gets down, playing janitor, asks for the towel, wiping up some moisture on the hardwood. Talk about the hustle from this team. Extends to the coaching staff too.
Rostrader, the 4th-year head coach. Previously won NAIA Coach of the Year when he was at Vanguard. Jim Garrison serves for the Tritons. Pass from Larson. Doty quick to Braun in the middle. It's popped high in the air. Still on the Beach side. Larson up to Doty. Second time. Here they go to Hershinovic. Left hand puts it over. Sani swings in. It's a free ball from UC San Diego. Great job to keep the point alive. Doty to Braun. This time he delivers the kill. 3rd chance in the rally for Ben Braun, and he puts an end to the point.
And even so, it's 2 one-handed diving punch saves from UC San Diego that keep that rally alive. More moisture needing to be wiped up on the logo now. Ben Braun pointing it out. Whoever survives this second set, Bruce, is going to come out all the better in set 3.
The Tritons are playing with ease. Floating over the court. Prevennikov controls the Varga serve. Right side, Ewert swings cross court and gets it down again. That's another very difficult angle shot. Ewert was falling over towards the right side line, squared up his hips, and went all the way to the back left corner where Skylar Varga couldn't quite cover.
Are you kidding me? He's behind the 10-foot line, swinging into a double block, and he still finds a way to paint the coffin corner. Josh Ewert, unreal. 5 kills now on 12 swings.
Ewert's having a fantastic game so far. 6'4" opposite for the Tritons with all the athleticism in the world. It's the setter Luers who serves here. Beach keep it up. Doty goes to Kondev, left side, tipped across. Another scramble drill is across the net again. The Tritons just can't go down easy. And now Hershinovic hits his attack into the antenna. Long Beach State might want to challenge this one though. First, Nick McRae is going to walk over and try to get an overturn.
They're showing the replay now. Doty, D-set, Hershinovic. Sani's there sealing off the pins.
Point is going to go to the Tritons, and the Long Beach bench will immediately issue a challenge.
Even still, on back-to-back points, UC San Diego is diving all over the floor just to keep the rally alive. I mean, we haven't seen a team hustle like this all season against Long Beach State. We haven't seen Long Beach State hustle like this all season. This is unreal.
They're reactive without thinking. That's how it looks right now. They are one step ahead of where the ball is going to be next and just flying all over the court, putting their bodies on the line to keep points alive.
UC San Diego right now are a team possessed. Fresh off winning set 1. Snapping a long losing streak against Long Beach State just in sets alone. 21 played in the Brad Rostrader era, 21 sets won by Long Beach State until tonight. And set 2 might go the same way. As it stands, UC San Diego 18, Long Beach State 15.
There's a challenge issued by Long Beach State. They're 1 for 2 on their challenges tonight. So they've got 2 left, including the one that's issued here.
And this is a UC San Diego team that came into the season really banged up. Sebastiano Sani in this timeout right now, getting his hand retaped. Has an injury to his right ring finger. And despite the bumps and bruises that San Diego has gone through all season, they are looking strong tonight.
As the call's coming in, we'll give a quick station identification. Bruce Kuntz and JayDe Beaudry, you're listening to national champion Long Beach State men's volleyball on 22 West Radio, broadcasting live at 88.1 FM, KKJZ HD3 Long Beach. Call is in, and it's going to the Beach. Big overturn gets Long Beach State within 1 instead of a 3-point deficit.
So they're going to say here that Hershinovic got it off of Sani and into the antenna instead of into the antenna and off of Sani. Something very easily reviewable with the camera angles available here in LionTree Arena.
So Long Beach still with 2 challenges. And now they'll make a sub in service. Dane Hillis on the floor for the first time tonight. Likely operating as the 3rd string setter. And now subbing in for service. Island Doty still on the floor in the front row. Hillis serves across, pass from Boyle. Combo set. Provednikov emerges from the back row. Dig goes to Doty out of bounds. He bump sets up to Hersheynovich. Roll shot dug out by Boyle. Set to the left side. A roll shot from Ewert. Touched and then down. Hersheynovich caught a piece of it right as Doty was sliding behind him, and then there was nobody else there to cover.
And that's Hersheynovich just not knowing where Island Doty is on the floor. We said it early in set one. This Long Beach State team against CSUN was already in rhythm when Island Doty came in set two. Now with Doty trying to establish the rhythm, establish his own presence. We've seen a few plays where the Beach are just hesitant or late touching balls that have taken it away from their setter. That's another example. It's over the net. Doty's crashed and Hersheynovich reaches behind his own head, trying to keep it alive. That is a 50-50 ball that even the best of the best are going to struggle with.
Sebastiano Sani serving for the Tritons. He hits it over and way out of bounds, plus a foot fault. So a couple of errors there. It's 18-17. Long Beach State still well in this second set, despite all the highlights for the Tritons. It's 1-0 UC San Diego in the match. Huge set two for Long Beach to try and win. Hersheynovich serves into the net and extends the Triton lead back to 2.
Service errors certainly aren't going to help as UC San Diego inches closer to the red zone.
19-17 UC San Diego. Long Beach State number 3 in the nation. The Tritons number 13. Former Beach player Aiden Powell subs in to serve. Started his collegiate career with a red shirt at Long Beach State. Played at Golden West last year. Pass from Larson. Doty sets to Christ in the middle, and he's got the kill straight to the Coffin corner for the red shirt, or the true freshman, that is.
And that'll get Aiden Powell off the line. Still looking to go on a run here tonight against his former program.
Long Beach trailing by a point. 19-18 UC San Diego. Alex Kondev, Bulgarian, serves into the net. 10 service errors for Long Beach State tonight. Tritons with 11.
And 2 really ugly ones from Alex Kondev after he served up a few aces at the end of set 1. Just 2 swings from behind the service line that have not been close from the Bulgarian.
Serve from Ewert is into the net. Jackson Chris will try and get this one inbounds. 20-19 UC San Diego. Long Beach State only hitting 169 in the match. So they need some good serving. Jackson Chris trying to deliver. Roll serve is in play. Sani pass, he emerges from the pipe and puts it right down. Sebastiano Sani pass gets the set right back from Luers, and the back row attack slammed right down.
That is fantastic from UC San Diego, from top to bottom. Big high fives from John Luers as he heads to the bench.
Leo Provednikov serving now. Hits across, pass from Kondev. Doty right there, combo set. Alex Kondev has the kill. Braun swung right through it before Kondev was there without any blockers. Perfectly executed by Long Beach State.
Okay, here's what I want us to do here on this next point, Bruce. Stay quiet on the serve. There's a fan here in San Diego, famously the San Diego Screamer, who's going to scream before this serve to try to throw off Island Doty. Listen closely.
Doty serves, but it's inbounds. Provednikov pass set to the left side. Sani falling away, and he just did get that kill. It was close to a roof for Long Beach State. Daniil Hersheynovich thought it landed in. Nick McRae looking over to his bench to try and find out the challenge, and he is going to issue. Long Beach State 2 for 3 on challenges tonight. McRae sends another one in here. This will be a huge review. If Long Beach can get a successful challenge, we'll be tied at 21 apiece.
We're going to talk a little bit more right now about the San Diego Screamer. I've been trying to listen all night long through our headphones, and it's not really working. As soon as I was able to take them off for a serve, get to hear exactly what's happening. There's one fan right on the Long Beach side of the floor right now, decked out in a black T-shirt and a big UC San Diego chain. They have been here all season long, and their screams are what put teams off. There's a transition between a single scream, a double scream, a triple, and a quadruple scream. This fan will scream in different patterns in different places to try to throw off servers. This gym not packed out tonight. There were 3,800 fans last time these two teams met here, but the Nikolov madness has died down with the Bulgarian no longer with the Long Beach State program after his freshman season. So you can hear the screams in this arena, and that has really thrown off teams like Demeen and now Long Beach State. And you see right now that this fan is trying to organize the fans around them for the screams. You don't see this at any other game in the country.
It's a whole operation going on over there.
But the San Diego Screamer is going to play a big part in this game tonight, I promise you that. And Long Beach State already tonight with 10 service errors. And they've been the ones fought off the service line consistently. That loud scream, it can really get in your ear, get in your head. And if we stay quiet on serves, you might be able to hear it yourself at home. But just something to note for the Beach in service here.
Call is in. Now here we go, and it is a point for Long Beach State. Nick McRae moves to 3 for 4 on challenges tonight. And a huge overturn. We're tied 21-21 in set 2. Island Doty will serve now. UC San Diego ahead 1-0. This is a huge one for Long Beach State to try and get to 25 first. Island Doty tosses it up, serves across, pass from Boyle, up to the net. Set goes to Provetnikov, and he's got the kill to put UC San Diego right back in front.
Team leading 8th kill of the night for Provetnikov. He's still hitting above 400.
Sebastiano Sani still in the negatives, but the rest of this Triton attack has been firing on all cylinders. 274 as a team. Serve across, but Tyler Stewart missed the line. An error as Stewart came right off the bench. He'll sub back out with Jim Garrison. Pinwheeling back around, the libero comes back in. Evan Boyle in the back row.
Here we go, it's a race to 3.
Skylar Varga serving, 22 all in set 2. Varga serves across. Boyle pass right up to the net, set to the left side. Sani got a tip and it's down. Sebastiano Sani gets the Tritons back ahead by 1.
Every team in the country practices this situation right here. 18 all, 22 all. Can you get 3 serves in? Can you go on a run? Question to be answered now by John Lewers with the Tritons up 23-22.
Long Beach State will call timeout before Lewers goes back to serve. So it's 23-22 Tritons. UC San Diego trying to put themselves squarely in the driver's seat of the match if they can win set 2.
And UC San Diego had all the momentum at one point here in set 2. Through a few service errors, through a few plays, Long Beach State has been able to kind of fight that momentum back into the stands, back into the lungs of these fans here at the LionTree Arena. Question now is, what do Long Beach State have left? Has not been their best night, has not been their best set, but they found a way to be competitive. They found a way to be in it. We said it about halfway through the set. Whoever wins this one is going to be set up really well for the rest of the match tonight.
I want to talk about a couple of the ways UC San Diego has stood out tonight. You mentioned earlier in this second set, JD, the strengths of this Long Beach State team so far this year, the serve and the block. Those have been the 2 ways that they've stood out on a national scale, and those are 2 areas that UC San Diego has absolutely dominated tonight.
Yeah, you look at the total blocks, it's 4-3, but San Diego's been touching every ball above the net. You look at the aces, Long Beach State has 3, San Diego has 1. That does not tell the full story. San Diego has been ripping balls to the back row all night long. The passes have gotten the Beach out of system where they are not at their best. And with Island Doty making only his 2nd start of the season and the first on the road, it makes it that much more difficult for the setter to run the offense. I mean, Island Doty's usually curly hair is pressed up against his head. He's drenched in sweat in the closing stages of set 2. Both teams have had to run all over the hardwood. Who has what left over these final 3 points? We're about to find out.
John Lewers to serve for UC San Diego, 23-22, advantage to the Tritons. Lewers serves across, pass from Kondev. Doty back to Alex on the left pin, swinging off a touch. It hits the net and then the ground. Of all the miraculous saves the Tritons have had in this set, they can't get one there. It's 23-23, and it's a race to 2 in set number 2.
Tense feeling around the arena now.
Ben Braun, the senior, to serve for the Beach. Braun floats it across. Stepping in, Selcho takes the 2nd touch. Over to the left side, roll shot from Ewert, dug out. Varga steps into set, goes to Hershinovic, right side, off the blockers and out of bounds. It's set point number 1 for Long Beach State. Daniil Hershinovic had the kill, and UC San Diego will call timeout.
Something to watch here into the timeout. Sebastiano Sani, not sure when it happened, but he is bleeding from his right knee. Tonight, rocking the long long leg sleeve look that is all white. Now there are spots of red dotted all along that right knee. He's been playing his heart out tonight, as you mentioned, not exactly having his greatest attacking night, but this UC San Diego team has given it everything.
Sani's hitting an even 0, 7 kills and 7 errors on 22 swings. You can tell that he's playing with every little bit of energy that he has in the tank, and that's this whole Triton squad. It's a game that matters a lot to him against the defending national champions, and the Beach have been shown to not be invincible this year. 2 losses in conference play and another 2 losses to UCLA. It's UC San Diego that defended their home court for a set 1 victory, but now the Beach with set point number 1 to try and even things up at a set victory apiece.
That invincibility of the national championship has been chipped away at all year. Concordia Irvine, a shining example, as were CSUN on night 1 in Northridge. Here we are in La Jolla now, and it's the Beach who are still staring down the 8 ball, getting their first set point opportunity here, but 1 point for UC San Diego swings this game and this set back into extras. Long Beach State would not want to have to do it in a reverse sweep if they can help themselves.
Ben Braun will serve for Long Beach State. Both middle blockers in the game. Braun to serve. Jackson Christ in the front row. Set point number 1. Braun serves across. Pass from Boyle. Set goes over to the right side. Sani swinging off the block, and it hit the net before going out of bounds. If that ball was just hit a little bit harder by the Beach blockers, it would have fallen on UC San Diego's floor. Instead, it rides along the tape out of bounds, and we're tied 24-24.
There's the swing point, and there's Sebastiano Sani.
It's Sani to serve now after he ties the game up. 24 all. Sani puts it off the tape. Varga pass. Set goes over in the middle for Christ, and he delivers the swing for a kill. Set point number 2 coming up for the Beach at 25-24.
And UC San Diego is still out hitting Long Beach in this second frame. Doesn't matter though, it's set point.
Daniil Hrstanovic trying to finish it off. 25-24 Beach. Hrstanovic hits across. Pass from Sani. Set to the left side. Provednikov, pancake, hits the net. Kept alive by Kondev. Free ball from Doty across the net. Boyle, set goes to the middle. Selcho, it hits the net. Kondev keeps it alive. Joust above, but a tool by Selcho. And it's a kill for UC San Diego. Triton's erupted off the bench after that play. We're still alive in set number 2, 25-25. There were a couple of points there. It looked like Long Beach was gonna win it. Instead, we're tied again. Selcho serves over the net. Pass from Kondev, set back to him. Left side, off the blockers and down. Third time in this second set, Long Beach has had a set point. Tritons have been able to fend them off the last 2, and now Alex Kondev will go behind the line trying to finish it.
2 aces late in set 1 for Alex Kondev.
Set point number 3, 26-25. Kondev serves and out of bounds. It's tied again at 26.
The longer this set wears on, the more belief UC San Diego are going to have that they can get 3 straight points and turn the tide here.
Sebastiano Sani in the front row. Josh Ewert serves off the tape. Varga receives. Set goes right back to Skylar Varga, and he hits it in bounds. It's advantage Long Beach State again, 27-26 for set point number 4.
Big time from Skylar Varga. 6 hands across, and he threads the eye of the needle straight through.
Can Jackson Christ finally finish off set number 2? Set point number 4, 27-26. The freshman middle blocker serves across. Provednikov pass right up to the net. Set to Garrison, and he's got the kill. The Tritons remain alive, 27 all in set 2.
When in doubt, turn to the middle. And Jim Garrison, a big smile on his face as the Tritons aren't done yet.
They've been hanging on by a thread these last few points. Leo Provednikov to serve to try and give the Tritons a set point. Provednikov hits across. Pass from Kondev. Doty underneath. Goes to Varga. It's tipped up in the air. Provednikov has the dig. Set goes over to the right side now. Ewert into the net. Couldn't quite get above the tape. It's an attacking error for the Tritons. It'll be set point number 5 for the Beach.
And UC San Diego are ready to explode on every single point. This has been a marathon set. And the Beach just want it to be over.
Triton's back on their heels again. Set point number 5 at 28-27. Island Doty serves for the beach. Pass goes back over the net. Good chance here. Larson up to Doty. Goes to Hrstanovic. He readjusts, and it's tipped up by the blockers. Dug out by Ewert. Set to the left side. Sani pushed, gets blocked. Back above the net again. Braun joust, goes back onto the beach side. Swinging. Kondev has the kill. Went off of Brevetnikov and out of bounds. Another crazy rally. Ends in a beach kill. And we're all tied 1 set apiece. Long Beach wins set 2, 29-27.
It wasn't going to end any other way. The hustle, the grit, showing through that time for Long Beach State as Alex Kondev comes from the back row like a phantom menace and lays down set point as we're headed to set 3 all square.
There have been some absolutely ridiculous scramble drills in this match so far and throughout set 2 especially. All the way down the stretch. All the energy and effort that both these teams can possibly put out has been needed. Long Beach wins set 2, 29-27. And now it's a best of 3 between Long Beach State and UC San Diego in what has been a fantastic match. About 4 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock as they switch benches again. We'll be right back for set 3. You will not want to miss it. So stay with us on 22 West Radio. What a match this has been through 2 sets. UC San Diego took set 1 on their home floor. Long Beach had to go to extra points, but were able to outlast the Tritons through 5 set points and win set 2, 29-27. It's a race best of 3. And we've got some great volleyball down the stretch in store here, JD.
I mean, buckle your seatbelts. We've already seen some insane volleyball, and we've done our best to bring it to you in a radio broadcast format, which has not been easy. I'll tell you that much. This is a Long Beach State team that is playing with the pressure of their world on their shoulders, right? This is stressful volleyball for Long Beach State against a team that they have historically dominated. On the flip side, UC San Diego looked like they're playing free and clear in their backyard, diving across the floor, giving it everything on every single point. That stark contrast has led to some very entertaining volleyball. And we said it in set 2. We'll say it again before we kick off set 3. Whoever comes out of that second set with their head held high, their shoulders pinned back, is going to perform well for the rest of the night. Don't count out UC San Diego just yet.
This has not been comfortable in-system volleyball at almost any point tonight, especially on the UC San Diego side of the net. But they've especially stood out with their blocking above the net and with their serving, getting Long Beach out of system and impacting their attack. Both 2 huge strengths so far tonight for the Tritons. But it's all even 1 set apiece. Leo Provednikov serves to open up set 3. Doty sets to Braun in the middle, but his attack goes out of bounds. He's tapping his chest to say my bad as he was out of rhythm again with his setter.
Van Braun, a middle blocker, is hitting .554 on the season. Now with his second attacking error of the night, hitting below 300.
Provednikov roll serve. Varga easy control. Doty goes to Braun. This time it's dug out by Provednikov. Bump set goes up above the net. Joust. Varga pushes it up. It's another joust. Braun pushes onto the UC San Diego side, and the dig goes across the net. Larson bump set. Goes to Varga. Dug out back row. Set goes over to the left side. Sani roll shot. One arm dig from Kondev. Bump set from Larson. Varga swinging off the blockers and down. It's another crazy rally with no in-system volleyball being played, but Long Beach able to persevere and tie it up at 1 point apiece.
And we know that these are 2 of the best teams, not only in the nation, but really in the world. And they're playing with their heads cut off right now. Alex Kondev dived in the back row. Island Doty taking first touches. Whoever's closest to the ball in this game has to make a play on it, no matter what your position is. And you even saw on the kill, Kellen Larson in the front row, sprinting towards the net, had to be held back by Ben Braun to avoid crossing under the net. And it results in a point for the Beach, but now there's some contention from Nick McRae.
Looks like there's a delay of some kind, not sure. There is a challenge being issued by UC San Diego.
And it was Nick McRae who couldn't quite believe it.
I think that they're going to be challenging midway through that last rally. There was an attack from Skylar Varga on the right side that was near the antenna. Didn't look like it hit it, and it wasn't called that way in live action. That's my best guess as to what this challenge could be.
It's either that or there's so much going on in this game. It could be the in-out call on the swing. Could be a double touch somewhere in the rally. I mean, immediately we're stopped again. Just 2 points into set 3.
Scoreboard shows 1-1.
This is the first challenge issue of the night from UC San Diego. They still have plenty to spare. It's been Long Beach stopping the game all night long, forcing our officials to pour over that review board.
Tritons with the challenge here early in set 3. UC San Diego has finished the last 2 years in 4th place in the Big West, was in a tie last year for that 4 spot. This year, they are in 4th place again at 2-3. And that 2-3 record sounds like that you're early in the schedule in a regular college schedule, but in the Big West men's volleyball, only a 6-team conference, so they're dead halfway through the heat. This game, one of the last 5 for UC San Diego before the Big West Championship, and that's coming up quick, April 23rd through 25th in Irvine. So not too far into the conference portion of the schedule, but both these teams having to get themselves in end-of-season shape.
And UC San Diego kind of in a similar position to Hawaii in the way they have to schedule their conference opponents. Yes, they're halfway through, but they've had to schedule games in between conference games. For example, after tonight, they're playing Long Beach State in the Pyramid, then hosting Hawaii for 2 games. They close out the season against UC Santa Barbara, a team they last had to play on March 6th. The distance between Santa Barbara and San Diego makes it so that they have to play each other weeks apart on single-game match weeks. So this is a UC San Diego team that in some ways has an advantage over those opponents that are further away, and in other ways has a disadvantage because the other team also has that same film to look at. San Diego will certainly remember losing out to Long Beach State in a sweep in last year's Big West Championships. They brought kind of a revenge energy to this game tonight. And call is in here off the challenge.
There's a long review, but the call will stand. So Long Beach State gets the point. UC San Diego with 2 challenges left. Skylar Varga to serve for the Beach, 1-1 in set 3. Varga tosses up, hits it over, and there's an ace. Evan Boyle in the back row couldn't handle the heat from Varga.
39th ace of the season for Skylar Varga. And let's stay quiet on this next serve. The San Diego Screamer has now moved positions in the arena right behind Skylar Varga in the student section. Listen for the screams.
This one's passed by Provednikov. Set to the right side. It hangs on the tape. And then they're going to call a violation against Alex Kondev. I think they're going to say that he hit the net on the bottom portion of it after he came down from the block. Kondev immediately turning to his head coach to say, no way.
He said, I never touched that net, coach. I never touched it in my life. And Nick McRae, already 3 for 4 on challenges.
Now it looks like they're going to call a, I don't know if they're giving the point to Long Beach State or a replay. Looks like a replay. But now Nick McRae walks out and says, hey, the play was over.
Chaotic start to this third set. Can we finally play some volleyball?
It's 2-1 Beach, so it's a replay. Varga serves again. Pass from the back row. Set goes over to the left side. Sani off the blockers and out of bounds. It's 2-2 after all as Sebastiano Sani picks up his 9th kill.
So wipe away the ace for Skylar Varga. Add another kill to the tally of Sebastiano Sani. Let's mellow out here. Let's mellow the temperature here, Bruce. This has been intense.
Jim Garrison serving for the Tritons. Pass from the back row is a collision. Kondev uses both hands to push it over, but they're going to say it was on the wrong side. Oh no, a double touch. As Kondev had to adjust to a set that was offline. There's also a collision on the serve receive between Larson and Varga in the back row. Good to see both of those Beach players okay.
Another serve, though, that's not an ace, but puts the Beach out of system.
3-2 Tritons. Garrison serves almost missing the net completely. So it's an error from Garrison. Before the ball even got to the net, he was running off to sub out. Got a smile on his face as he's back on the Triton bench. 3-3. And Ben Braun will be back to serve for the Beach.
Expecting just a single scream here.
Braun hits it over and out of bounds, missed to the left.
Turns out it was a triple scream from the San Diego Screamer. And Ben Braun, as he heads to the sideline, just trying to shake his head as there's plenty of high fives being exchanged in that student section.
The San Diego Screamer has a contingent of apostles over there behind the Beach service line. He's back turned to the floor of play, just issuing instruction for the next time the Beach go back to serve. Lewers puts it over for San Diego. Set to the left side. Kondev tips it across over a double block, and it's dug out by Lewers. Set goes to Sani. A joust above the net. Sani pushes. It goes off the net. Back above again. Kondev pushes over. It's kept up, and here's a free ball from Sani. Kondev first touch. Up to Doty. Back set goes over to the right side. Hrstanovic has the kill. Another D set. That's been the play that's looked the most in rhythm tonight for Island Doty. And now there might have been something in the celebration for Long Beach State that the officials didn't like.
It's Daniel Willis up on the chair, turning to Daniil Hrstanovic and saying, cut that out. Something being said between the net here, as Sebastiano Sani was also jawing with his former teammate.
Skylar Varga went over and got a clarification. Shaking his head as he walked away. It's Daniil Hrstanovic serving now. Hrstanovic hits across. Pass from Sani is low to the ground. It's kept up for Selcho, blocked, but still in the air for the Tritons. Right side, pushed by Sani. It's blocked, and that's down. Jackson Christ has a roof alongside Alex Kondev. And for the first time, really tonight, UC San Diego's lost their rhythm on the attack. A few chances in a row that they have not been in tune with one another.
That's the stop-start nature of this third set. San Diego has not been able to get on a roll.
Daniil Hrstanovic serving for the Beach. Native of Toronto puts it over. Provednikov pass. Set goes to the middle, and Selcho has the kill some words back towards the beach side of the net after that one. And now smiles as he's drawn with Jackson Chris. There is a lot of tension in this building. We've felt it all the way throughout the night, and as this match has gone on with all the high energy plays, it's only ramped up. Sebastiano Sani serving now for the Tritons. Pass from Varga all the way across the net. Doty went underneath to keep it alive, but then his pass is over into the crowd. It's an ace for Sebastiano Sani to put the Tritons ahead 6-5.
And Daniil Hrstanovic sparing some lives of some fans in the front row. Could have dived to keep that one up and send it over the net. Instead, saves himself and a few others. San Diego take the lead, however, at 6-5.
Sani to serve again. Long Beach State transfer hits over and way out of bounds. 6-6 in set 3. All tied 1 set apiece between Long Beach State and UC San Diego down at LionTree Arena. Alex Kondev serving now. Roll serve, kept up by Pervednikov. Set goes combo towards Sani, and he delivers the boom. Sebastiano Sani might be finding a rhythm as he puts the Tritons ahead 7-6.
It's a dead shot swing from Sebastiano Sani. You can hear the pop off the chest of Daniil Hrstanovic. And Sani finding his rhythm.
Sani's the first Triton to double digits, 10 kills on 30 swings. Serve here from Selcho. Set goes to the middle. Christ, one-arm dig in the back row. Selcho, a slide from Sani to keep it alive. Selcho's free ball just gets over the net. Varga tries to dunk it down, but it's dug out by Ewert. Free ball across the net. Doty, D-set, goes to Hrstanovic, and the block goes out of bounds. Daniil Hrstanovic delivers again. 14 kills and 0 errors for Daniil Hrstanovic tonight.
Unreal, and still, despite the incredible numbers from Daniil Hrstanovic, we have to talk about the effort from UC San Diego. Sebastiano Sani chasing one into the stands. Selcho sending it back. And even off the two-touch dunk from Skylar Varga, San Diego extends the rally.
Jackson Christ serves now. Pass from Boyle. Combo set. Sani couldn't quite get it over the net. Set was a little short. Tried to use 2 hands to push it over, but missed. The Beach did make a sub in the front row before that last point. Braden Marquardt into the game for the first time as Ben Braun headed off.
Change at the middle position. Braden Marquardt certainly capable of some big-time plays.
Jackson Chris, the other middle, serves. Sani to the ground as he passed it. Boyle throws it back into the field of play. It's pushed over with 2 hands, and that'll be a kill for Neil Pervednikov on a horribly timed miscommunication for Long Beach State. 3 or 4 different players all looked at each other as a free ball fell right in the middle.
All 6 players on the floor with steam coming out of their ears right now for Long Beach State. They cannot believe a free ball kill caught them napping.
Ewert served, pass from Varga up above the net. Oh, what a play by Island Doty.
Whoa!
Overpass went over, and Jim Garrison tried to go right on the attack. Island Doty with 1 arm went up and roofed it. That's an unbelievable play.
Island Doty, take my strong hand.
Using just his right arm, blocked it back into the floor against the middle blocker for the Tritons. Unbelievable point. 9-8 Beach, and Doty serves now. It's controlled by Sani. Set to Pervednikov. Dig from Larson goes out of bounds. So it's a kill for Pervednikov, and they get the point right back.
There's something in the air tonight in LionTree Arena. The plays we've seen. Now Island Doty in on the action with a Kong block.
Daniil Hrstanovic is moving a little slow. He's been dealing with some injuries throughout this season. Looked like he was stretching out his left calf. That's something to watch. The Beach kill leader tonight. Set goes over to him on the left side, and it doesn't matter. Daniil Hrstanovic delivers again. 15 kills on 24 swings, hitting well over 600.
He's tied a season high, which he set on the road at the Firestone Fieldhouse against Pepperdine. There's a lot of volleyball left to play.
Stretching himself out again after his 15th kill. 10-9 Long Beach State. Skylar Varga serving. Canada from the Beach bench. Roll serve kept up by Sani. D-set goes over to the right side, and Ewert brings down the hammer. Cross court to the left side. Ewert has another kill. 8 of them now for the UC San Diego opposite.
An egregious kill. Once again, the undersized pin hitter sees the block and goes right through it.
Hits it with some velocity. 10-10. Jim Garrison serves. Pass from Alex Kondev. Back set goes over to Hrstanovic. Cross court, it's inbounds again. Daniil Hrstanovic cannot be stopped. 16 kills, and he gets the Beach back ahead. And again, holds his left calf with a grimace. I don't know how Daniil Hrstanovic is playing as well as he is right now. Clearly still hampered by that injury.
And once again, we'll note that Wojciech Gajek not available tonight for Long Beach State.
Braden Marquardt serving for the first time. Hits it over and in. Boyle, pass right up to the net. D-set goes again. Popped up high and out of bounds into the crowd. Josh Ewert again. They're just trading blows now. It's 11-11.
And they're going to need to check on Jackson Christ here. That goes off his finger and into the stands. Basically taking a 80-mile-an-hour fastball at point-blank range. And you hope that finger's just jammed. Beach starting to be battered and bruised here by the Tritons.
Christ says he's okay. John Luers serves now. Pass from Kondev. Doty one-handed set. Gets to Jackson Christ. And Skylar Varga turns to the bench to say he's okay. Jackson Christ has the kill and the Beach are back ahead.
A little nah, honey, I'm good from Jackson Christ. Still shaking out that hand, but the adrenaline's pumping now.
Daniil Hrstanovic stretches out his calf. And now he's ready to serve. The Beach bruised and battered. Serve is in bounds. And Hrstanovic goes right to the ground. Oh my goodness, I don't know how he's doing this. He gets up holding both of his calves, saying that he's good. And he's, with Hrstanovic's entire bottom half, not working with him.
What is happening?
I have no idea. 13-11 Long Beach State in the most unique match of the year. Daniil Hrstanovic serves again, hits it over, passed by Evan Boyle. Set quick to the middle, and Selcho delivers a kill. Tritons are back within one.
Fourth kill of the night for Selcho on only 8 errorless swings. San Diego unafraid to turn to the middle when they need a kill, when they need a side out. And Selcho didn't catch that one cleanly. It's off his thumb and down for the kill.
Split it right between Kellen Larson and Skylar Varga. Sebastiano Sani serves into the net, claps his hands together in frustration as the Beach lead is back to 2.
You talk about guys who are banged up. Sebastiano Sani is still bleeding profusely from what looks like his left knee. That white undergarment legging now stained red.
The blood has certainly spread since the last time we saw it. Alex Kondev serves into the net. Sani missed the early part of the year because of a broken hand. He's still got a full wrap on that right hand of his. Goes from the whole right side and has, I think it's his last 2 fingers, his ring and his pinky taped together. That's his hitting hand. Sub and service, Aiden Powell in for the Tritons. He keeps this one in. Kondev pass to Doty, sets to the left side. Skylar Varga inbounds right onto the back line. But we'll see. UC San Diego, no challenge issued. We hit the media timeout with Long Beach State ahead 15-13.
And this media timeout is going to be more of a medical inquisition than anything else. Attention to Sebastiano Sani, attention to Daniil Hrstanovic, attention to Jackson Christ. It's only night 1, Bruce. We got to run this back tomorrow. And the question now for both teams is, who's going to survive tonight?
Long Beach with 5 more matches in the regular season after this one. UC San Diego with 4. This match has taken everything out of these players, as you said, on night 1 of a back-to-back, and we're only in set 3. Still plenty of volleyball left to be played tonight, and both sides are putting everything out there.
Just want to highlight a few things here. The ties and the lead changes. Against UC Irvine, through 5 sets, there were 20 ties and only 2 lead changes. Pretty straightforward stuff in terms of who held on to the lead and when. So far tonight, halfway through set 3, 28 ties and 9 lead changes. Nothing is safe tonight in LionTree Arena.
It's 15-13 Long Beach State in set 3. They're tied 1 set apiece, so this is a crucial one. Long Beach State with a 2-point advantage into the media timeout. Daniil Hrstanovic has been fantastic for Long Beach State tonight. I don't even think fantastic does it justice. Unconscious for the opposite out of Canada. 16 kills, 0 errors on 25 swings. And he's been doing it while he's hurt. Hershinovic is back out there, still stretching out his left calf. There's been times the right one is given out on him too. Alex Kondev stuck his hand in there to help massage. It's the Beach serving after the timeout. Jackson Christ back behind the line, who had his right hand shaken up earlier in this set. A test of perseverance in LionTree Arena between number 3 and number 13 in the country. Jackson Christ serves over, overhead pass from Ewert. Bumps it back to him. It's blocked but out of bounds. Marquardt and Varga were shoulder to shoulder but couldn't keep it in.
Josh Ewert has to be counting his lucky stars. That serve from Christ was destined to be 3 feet out. Decided to hand pass it, got the set right back, and did just enough to tool the block.
It'll be Ewert serving now. Tritons trail by a point. High toss, Ewert pushes over. It's dug out by Kondev as he went down. Doty goes for Varga, left side, blocked and down. It's a roof for UC San Diego. Again, John Luers above the net. Redshirt senior, only 6'2". We'll keep saying it, but the Lincoln Memorial transfer having a fantastic match. And now the Beach will make a sub to Neil Hershinovic heading out. He's been dealing with that calf all night, and the Beach are losing their most prolific attacker so far tonight.
Already sitting on a season high in kills, replaced by Connor Bloom, who can play on both the right and the left side.
Ewert serves again, pass from Varga, set to Marquardt, and he brings the hammer down. Braden Marquardt right in time with his setter, and there's a emphatic first kill for the GCU transfer.
Court is in session. All rise for the honorable Braden Marquardt.
Island Doty to serve. 30 assists already tonight. Doty gets it across. Sonny, pass, long way to go. Luers gets there, sets up Provednikov, but the attack, oh man, it caught a piece of the Beach before going out of bounds. Barely a tip, but Connor Bloom shakes his head to say he got it. It's a kill for Provednikov, and we're tied 16-16. And now Leo Provednikov is shaken up. He's going back to serve, but first was looking like it was his right leg. Came up a bit gimpy.
Already seen on his 9th double-digit kill performance of the season, with 11 kills now on 21 errorless swings.
Provednikov staying in, serve is inbounds, pass from Larson. Doty goes to Marquardt, but it's tipped over. Set to the left side. Sonny hits line and gets it inbounds. The Tritons have fought into the lead at 17-16.
Down into the break. Consistent offense is the story for UC San Diego. To the middle, to the pins, it does not matter. Everybody on this team can score.
1 point lead for UC San Diego. Provednikov serves again. Larson to the ground on a pass. Doty goes to Bloom. His first chance gets tipped and dug out. Set now goes to Garrison in the middle. Nice dig from Doty. Varga puts it back to Bloom. Off a tip, it's dug out by Sonny. Set goes back to Sonny on the left side. Tries to tool a block. One arm dig from Doty. Bloom pushes across, gets blocked. Marquardt first touch. Set goes to the right side. Varga tries to tool a block, gets blocked, and puts it back over on his own dig. Set to the pipe, and Provednikov has the kill. Another crazy scramble drill ends in Leo Provednikov emerging, and Long Beach State will take timeout.
Kellen Larson is exhausted. Island Doty is on his last leg. And still, there are points to be won in set 3. Leo Provednikov going atomic here on his home floor. Up to 12 kills, hitting .545. Those are outrageous numbers, and everybody needs a breather.
Outrageous numbers in an outrageous match. Long Beach State calls timeout. UC San Diego's ahead 18-16 and on a 3-0 scoring run. The Beach will try to strike back after the timeout on 22 West Radio. back and forth scramble in LionTree Arena. It's 18-16 UC San Diego. They've won 3 straight points, all tied 1-1 in set 3.
It's been a fever dream tonight.
It's been a hard match to put into words.
It's our job to come up with the words to describe this to you, but even we're falling short a few times. Because we haven't seen a match like this all year. We haven't seen a match like this across 2 years and 2 seasons of commentating Long Beach State men's volleyball. The amount of hustle on display. It's unreal.
Little in-system volleyball. It's just been blocks everywhere, recycles everywhere, second touch attacks across the net, getting dug out.
If you're just joining us, you've missed a lot.
And there's still a lot in the store, so stay here. It's 18-16 UC San Diego, 2-point lead in set 3. Long Beach called timeout to try and get back on the offensive. First, they'll have to control the serve. Leo Provednikov to take it for UC San Diego. Long Beach native and graduate of Wilson High School. Serve across, pass from Kondev, set to Bloom on the left side,
wow.
And he brings it right down. Fresh legs for Connor Bloom, and he delivers to get the Beach within 1.
Might have hit a mushroom on the way up. Bouncing on the pins.
17 serving 18. Skylar Varga trying to tie it up. Varga hits a cross, pass from Boyle in the back row. Set goes over to the left pin. Sani brings it right down. Seba Sani. And now there's going to be a yellow card issued to UC San Diego. Must have been something that came out from Sani as soon as he hit the ground.
Sani screaming, celebrating right in the face of Connor Bloom and Skylar Varga. And no hesitation from Daniel Willis on the chair to pull out the yellow card. Sani, the one on the caution.
Something to watch. 19-17. The San Diego Screamer looks like he's also getting a talking to. And trying to buckle down on the energy in LionTree Arena. Tyler Stewart subs in to serve for the Tritons, and he hits it right out of bounds. Score back to a 1-point deficit, 19-18 UC San Diego.
Chance for the San Diego Screamer to work for the first time against Braden Marcourt.
If he's allowed to. Looks like he's under tight surveillance.
And it looks like the sign is a triple scream.
Braden Marcourt to serve for the Beach. He hits across, pass from Boyle. Underneath Lewers, sets to Sani. The dig goes off of Doty. Might have been his shoulder, all the way across the net and out of bounds. Back-to-back points with kills for Sebastiano Sani. And this time, kept his lips closed as he came to the ground.
Bruce, they kicked out the San Diego Screamer.
See if the Beach can take advantage. John Lewers to serve for UC San Diego, a 2-point advantage in set 3. Lewers hits the tape, pass from Kondev. Doty right back to Alex on the left pin. He puts it off the blockers and out. Selcho couldn't seal it off. And now Alex Kondev ran over to the bench. Looked like he was saying, let me switch.
What he wants to do right now is switch in the front row with Skylar Varga off the serve.
Might be that he's feeling comfortable at that left pin. He's had a few kills over there tonight. Connor Bloom serving now. The Beach trailing by 1. Bloom hits over, controlled by Boyle. Set to the left side, trying to go power angle. It was Ewert, got blocked. Goes over to the right side on the recycle. Sani pushes across, but it's dug out by Larson. Doty going for Bloom. He hits line and gets it in. Precision shot from Connor Bloom as he's delivered a shot of energy to the Beach side of the net.
Talk about a Bloom boom from behind the 10-foot line. The 5th-year senior unloads. And Brad Rostrader wants a timeout to talk things over.
That's a heck of a play right there by Connor Bloom, sending UC San Diego into a timeout. It's 20-20 in set 3. This match continuing to live up, beyond the expectation. Just back and forth with neither side able to pull away.
It's been entertaining all night long. And now we're tied at 20 in set 3. Long Beach State has not been the first to the red zone so far tonight. They've had to make it difficult on themselves, and here in set 3, they're going to do it again. Still being out-hit by UC San Diego, 440 to 308 in the frame. 13 attacking errors for Long Beach State on the night, 12 for UC San Diego. But here are the numbers that really stand out. As a team, Long Beach State 32 digs, UC San Diego 31. Unreal.
It's 20-20 in set 3. The dig numbers are absurdly high. Long Beach out-blocking the Tritons 7-5, but that hasn't told the whole story. The Tritons have been excellent above the net as well tonight. The side-out percentage at 71% for both sides. This has been about as even as a match could be.
And again, the stats don't tell the full story. San Diego still well in this game. 20-all, it's a race to 5 in set 3.
On the night, they have scored exactly the same number of points on both sides of the net. Tritons only won set 1 by a pair. Beach won set 2 by a pair. And now we're tied in set 3. Connor Bloom will serve again, trying to keep his run alive.
Oh. And before he can serve, down judge Patricia Malta asks Sebastiano Sani to pull down his knee guard and reveal the blood that has been pooling on his left leg.
They're going to make Sebastiano Sani leave the game here, it looks like.
That blood has been pooling since the first set. Not sure what play might have provided him a scrape. But now the blood's so egregious on his leg sleeve that it either needs to be cleaned up or Sani needs to change. And this is a crucial juncture here in set 3. Sani asking how quickly this can be cleaned up. Otherwise, he will have to head back to the locker room and complete a full lower body costume change.
Long Beach huddled up on their side of the floor. Now there's a wrap being brought out from the UC San Diego bench and put around the leg of Sebastiano Sani. So just covering up the bloody area. Now he'll pull his knee pad up above it and get a layer of tape on top of the knee pad as well.
And doesn't look like a serious injury that's going to hold Sebastiano Sani back. But now he's going to have to play through tape around his knee, and that is not going to be comfortable for him.
More tape being issued as there's a little bit of blood that has seeped all the way through the pad. Now they say he's okay.
I mean, there's still blood visible on his knee pad. That will need to be addressed at some point in a more serious way.
Sebastiano Sani is going to be able to stay out there. Full load of tape on his left leg, see if that changes anything. Connor Bloom serving, 20-20 in set 3, all tied 1 set apiece. Bloom hits a cross, pass from Boyle. Back set goes to Sani, immediate test. He gets across, but it's dug out by Bloom. Set to Kondev, left side, pushed over, but it hit the antenna. Oh, they're gonna call an error against UC San Diego. Might have been Sani that hit the antenna as he went up for the block.
Sani just a little bit off balance. That knee now wrapped in athletic tape. Definitely caught the antenna with, it looked like, his right hand.
It's the first blocking error of the night for either team. 21-20 Beach. Bloom serves again. Boyle, pass up to the net. Combo set, gets roofed down. Jackson Chris, the solo block in the middle. Leo Provednikov gets denied. And the Beach have won 4 straight points.
Braden Marcourt off the bench and flexing. Huge play from the freshman.
Jackson Chris, what a roof. The Beach have opened up a 2-point lead. Chris is top 20 in the country in blocks per set and shows exactly why right there. So much talent, and the 6'10" frame read the combo set like a book, and Provednikov couldn't get it through.
71 total blocks for Jackson Chris coming into this game. 3 more tonight. Take that total to 74, averaging just over a block per set. Best for 3rd in the Big West, and as you mentioned, top 20 in the nation. And a big time there, as San Diego has had a lot of success attacking from the back row so far.
The Beach have found a run, 4 straight points. It's 22-20. We'll keep it right here in LionTree Arena with a great finish boiling in set 3. Won't want to go anywhere. 22-20 Long Beach State. They're 3 points away from taking a 2-1 advantage in the match.
And it's perhaps a good thing that we haven't had to talk about Island Doty in quite some time. 34 assists tonight, making the start. By far a new career high for the senior. He has been able to pace the Beach now to their highest hitting clip so far tonight. 261, 239, now 333 in set 3. The less we talk about the setter, the better. And that's been true for Island Doty, and even more so for John Lewers, as it's only been highlights for the redshirt senior, leading the Tritons tonight with 38 assists and a kill.
Been a really nice match for both of these setters. Doty had a couple of blips in the radar, especially in the first set, but has settled in here. Connor Bloom serving again out of the timeout. 4 straight points for the Beach, 22 serving 20. Pass from Boyle. Combo set again. Prevendikov gets blocked by Chris, but it's kept up in the air. Set to the right side. Sani uses 2 hands to push it over. Dug by Varga. D-set goes to Bloom. Cross court, Prevendikov overhead dig, and that'll be a kill. Good effort falling into the table from John Lewers, but it's another kill for the Beach. 23-20, now Long Beach State has the advantage.
And that's Jackson Chris just being a bully above the net. Denied San Diego once, then twice. And now it's Long Beach State. 2 points away from going up 2-1.
3 kills for Connor Bloom, and he's serving after the last one. Pass from Prevendikov. Lewers puts it to the left side. Yours gets blocked down. It's another roof for Long Beach State, and they've won 6 straight points to open up set point number 1.
And it's Island Doty and Jackson Chris shoulder to shoulder, the freshman and the man who has had to wait for his moment.
Connor Bloom trying to ride this run all the way to the end of set 3. Serves again, pass from Sani, set to the middle, and Garrison keeps set 3 alive. 24-21, the Beach still ahead.
Big kill from Peter Selcho in the middle. Still, UC San Diego will have to fight off from now 3 set points.
Sebastiano Sani to serve. He'll need a run here. Set point number 2 for the Beach. 24-21. Sani hesitates, now gives a toss, hits it into the net. Long Beach State wins set 3, 25-21. And the Beach now move ahead 2-1 in the match.
It was not without a lack of theatrics in set 3. Injuries, stoppages, drama, a yellow card, and we're headed to set 4.
An unbelievable match here. Long Beach State ends set 3 on a 6-1 scoring run. And they move ahead 2-1 in the match. The defending national champions will try to close it out on the road up next on 22 West Radio. Set 4 opening up in LionTree Arena. Long Beach State versus UC San Diego. It's the Beach with a 2-1 lead. And they're going to try and close out an unbelievable back and forth match.
And right now for Long Beach State, we talked about how banged up they were coming into this game. They're banged up now halfway through. On the floor to start this one, Connor Bloom, the third string opposite. Braden Marcourt, the third string middle blocker 2. Jackson Christ on the bench at the moment as the Beach will be first in serve receive. Skylar Varga and Alex Kondev, the only 2 consistent presences this season, start on the pins here in set 4, as does Kellen Larson, the everyday libero, and it's still Island Doty, the backup setter, running the offense.
Daniil Hershinovich spent the break over against a full wall, trying to stretch out his left calf. That's the injury that's taken him out of the game. He's still standing up and looks like he's walking okay, but that calf was clearly hindering him over the last few points before he left. Skylar Varga serving to open up set 4. Pass from Seb Asani. Set to the left side. Prevennikov cross court, dug out by Varga. Now he steps in, almost a miscommunication, and it fell, but Varga free ball goes across. Right side, swinging. There's a kill for UC San Diego. Josh Ewert opens up set 4. 1-0 Tritons.
Josh Ewert has had one heck of a game. That's his 10th kill.
3 players now in double figures for UC San Diego. Long Beach still only with 1. Daniil Hershinovich has 16 kills. Runner-up Alex Kondev with 8. Serve across and out of bounds. So it's 1-1 in set 4. Skylar Varga with 5 kills for the Beach. Jackson Christ has 4. Varga and Sebastiano Sani are the 2 lead hitters for their respective teams. Varga still hitting in the negative. Sani down at 105. Braden Marcourt serving for the Beach. 1-1. Pass from Boyle as he went to the ground. Combo set. Sani from the back row gets dug out. Varga steps into set. Goes over to Kondev. And the set went straight into the antenna. Kondev tried to use his left hand to go up and prevent it, but it's an attacking error for the Beach.
You're talking about how many rallies there have been in this game. Alex Kondev, 8 kills, 8 digs. Island Doty, 35 assists, 8 digs as well. Everybody tasked with a whole lot more than usual tonight.
Ewert serve. Set to the right side for Bloom, but it's dug out by Ewert. Overhead pass. Left side. Prevennikov gets roofed down. Kristen Bloom shoulder to shoulder. They've got another block. Now there's another stoppage, but it's for a moisture spot right underneath the net to get wiped up. Everybody's on pins and needles right now. There's already been a yellow card issued towards Sebastiano Sani. There's been verbal warnings given to Long Beach State as well.
As this game is officially extended past 2 hours, and we're just getting started in set 4.
2-2. Connor Bloom serving for the Beach. Gives a toss, hits it over. Pass from the back row. Set goes over to the right side. Dig from Kellen Larson. Now Kondev hitting a line, but he missed it out of bounds. Tritons win the point. 3-3 is the score in set 4. No, check that, 3-2. Long Beach State ahead by 1.
And Brad Rothschilder asking the same question you are, Bruce. He thinks San Diego has 3 points.
Pass from Varga. Doty one-handed set gets to Jackson Christ. It was 3-3. Jackson Christ's kill makes it 4-3. So I'm not crazy.
They're messing with the scoreboard now.
Bruce Kuntz and JayDe Beaudry here in LionTree Arena. You're listening to national champion Long Beach State men's volleyball on 22 West Radio, broadcasting live at 88.1 FM KKJZ HD3 Long Beach. Leo Prevennikov gets roofed. Trying to slide that in there, and we come right out with another roof. Jackson Christ is making his mark on this game. I don't know what the score is. Now it says 4-3. I thought it was already 4-3.
They're still messing with the scoreboard, Bruce. It's going to be a second. We're going to play on until the break.
Alex Kondev foot fault. 4-4. The scoreboard shows. Looks like that is where they're settled.
No complaints from Nick McRae.
Jim Garrison will serve for UC San Diego. All tied in set 4 apiece. Garrison hits it across. Pass from Larson. Doty ranges underneath. Back set goes over to the right side. Bloom gets dug out as he hit line by the middle blocker Garrison. Set goes up and the attack is into the net from Ewert. Set was a little offline and a tough attack. Ewert couldn't get it over the tape.
Jackson Chris with that roof a few points ago. His 6th block assist of the night. That's a new career high. He's also got 5 kills on 7 swings, hitting .714.
Chris to serve now. 5-4 Long Beach State. True freshman hits over. Boyle overpass, one-handed set goes all the way across, and it's a 4th touch for UC San Diego. Good serve by Chris, got him out of system.
It's a strong serve by Christ. Alex Kondev also had one that led to Christ's block. This is the service pressure we're used to seeing from the Beach, finally showing its head here early in set 4.
The Beach have also moved ahead and hitting 267 for Long Beach State, down to 245 for the Tritons. This one's passed by Pervednikov, set to the left side. Sani gathers and puts it right down. A sharp angle shot from Sebastiano. Sani gets the Tritons back within 1.
No love lost between Sebastiano Sani and Long Beach State tonight.
Sani won a national championship with the Beach last year. Played 23 matches as a rotational part of the team, but not a starter. John Lewis serves, pass from Larson, set to Marquardt in the middle, and Braden Marquardt has the kill. Another guy that wasn't in the starting lineup tonight, but Marquardt has made an impact off the bench.
Marquardt, another guy who's hitting above .560 on the season. 2 kills now on his first 3 swings without an error. Shaping up to be another good night for the Grand Canyon transfer.
Island Doty to serve next for the Beach. 7-5 in set 4. High toss. Pass goes back over the net. Skylar Varga goes right on the attack. Off the overpass, Skylar Varga immediately has the kill. It's his 6th of the night.
No regard for human life from Skylar Varga. Sees the ball float right back above the tape, and he's licking his chops all the way.
That was a full power swing from the Canadian. 8-5. Another serve, errant pass from Boyle out of system. Pervednikov bump sets it over towards the net, swinging off the hands. It's a kill for Josh Ewert. That's a very difficult play off the bump set from beyond the back line. Ewert still puts it off high hands.
And UC San Diego runs a 2 libero system. Evan Boyle and Keegan Cook are trading places all night long. They've both made plays, and it's much like the setters we were talking about earlier. The less we talk about the liberos, the better. UC San Diego's pair have done a fantastic job tonight.
Sebasani serving for the Tritons. Hits across, pass from Larson. Doty right there, goes over to the left pin. Bloom blocked but out of bounds. Connor Bloom with another kill. He's got 4 on 9 chances.
Peter Selcho asking the question of a touch off of Connor Bloom, and Sebastiano Sani going over to the bench to get some water. Coach is saying he's cramping. This is also a chance for them to possibly think about a challenge, as now Sani needs to be stretched out by his teammates.
He's clearly in a full cramp. So they're tending to Sebastiano Sani. It's on that same left leg. He's getting all the tape put on. Now they bring out the massage gun while they're stretching out his left calf.
Flashbacks tonight, one against Hawaii in the Pyramid. Cramps abundant that night, and it was because of the heat. Tonight, it's because of the effort of Sebastiano Sani.
Now with the stretching and with the massage gun, he hops up saying he's good.
We gave you a guarantee coming into tonight. At least 10 kills on at least 30 swings from Sebastiano Sani in a night full of passion.
Now he's holding his calf again. I think it might be seizing up on him again.
It is. He certainly delivered, though. 14 kills on 41 swings.
Skylar Varga serves out of bounds. So I think Sebastiano Sani's glad that serve didn't come towards him. He's still stepping gingerly on his left leg. Now he hits it. It might be his hamstring that's also bugging him now. He's slamming his quad. Play goes on. Selcho serves. Pass up to the net. Doty goes to Kondev, who steps into the gap and puts it right down. A huge swing from Alex Kondev with nobody there to meet him.
That's what we call a 32 ball, Bruce, right in between the middle and the pins at a medium height. Kondev does not run that route too often. He was given a lot of help by Braden Marquardt in the middle. A big scream from the middle blocker, And San Diego did not see the Bulgarian coming down Broadway.
Marquardt was celebrating before Kondev even made contact. He knew that it was wide open for his pin hitter. Pass from Sani off the serve. Right side, swinging Ewert. It's put up high off the blockers. Bloom digs it out. Set goes over to Kondev again. Use the left hand, but gets roofed down. Or actually did get it through. You see San Diego looking over towards their bench, but no challenge will be issued. It's a close one there, and a good job by Kondev. Used the offhand, just did get it over the net.
Just pushed it into the chest of Jim Garrison, who was not sealed to the net as a blocker. You want to have your arms up, over, and your body as close to the net as possible. There was a gap for Alex Kondev to exploit, and he took full advantage.
Timeout now called by UC San Diego. Long Beach State ahead 11-7 in set 4. The Beach trying to pull away and win this one in 4 sets. We'll be right back on 22 West Radio. (11-7) Long Beach State in set 4. This has been back and forth all the way through, but the Beach with a 4-point advantage. If they can win this 4th set, they'll take the match.
And the numbers are in favor of Long Beach State right now in what has been a slower 4th set to this point. 556 for the defending national champions, negative 091 for UC San Diego, their lowest hitting clip of the night, as Nick McRae makes a change in service.
It's been the block that's come up and established itself for Long Beach State. Ryan Peluso serving. It's controlled by UC San Diego. Provetnikov gets roofed. Oh, my goodness. The Beach up to 12.5 blocks as it's Bloom and Christ again, sending it right back.
Nothing half about that block. Provetnikov is starting to have nightmares above the net.
Peluso serves again. Pass in the back row. Set goes to Provetnikov again. Use the left hand to just push it over. And the touch from Peluso goes out of bounds. And that was blocked there. That looks like it might have been out of bounds. Did you see that, JD?
It looked like it was just a push out of bounds. Peluso thought about letting it go, couldn't decide, and it was off his hands and right into the arms of the San Diego Screamer, who has returned to their usual seat.
Serve, pass up to the net. One-handed set goes over to Kondev. Play still alive. Left side, Provetnikov, dug out by Larson. Doty ranges underneath. Goes back to Kondev. Off the hands and out of bounds. Alex Kondev up to 11 kills now, and the Beach extend their lead to 5.
Largest lead here in set 4 for Long Beach State.
Now a couple of subs coming in for the Tritons for the first time tonight. Luke Chandler, the senior opposite, and Cameron Worrell, junior setter, both subbing in. Josh Ewert goes to the bench. John Lures also to the bench. So new setter operating the offense. Cameron Worrell in the game for the first time, and it'll be Chandler at opposite, left-handed swinger, transfer from Long Island University.
Chandler has had a few great games this season, did not have 2 good games against UC Irvine.
Connor Bloom serves into the net. UC San Diego trails by 4, 13-9 Beach. Leo Provetnikov back to serve. Gives a toss, hits it across. Pass from Kondev. Set goes right back to him. Stepped into that gap again, but this time gets roofed. The 3-2 ball read by UC San Diego. They've got a block for their second straight point. Provetnikov to serve again. 10 serving 13. Pass from Varga. Doty underneath. D-set goes over to Bloom, and he's got the kill. Long Beach stopping the Tritons from being able to put together any sort of sustained run. They get the serve back ahead 14-10.
As Keegan Cook, the libero, subs off for Evan Boyle. He says, let's get a run going. Let's side him out here right now. Frustration all over the face of Sebastiano Sani, too, as Long Beach State can feel a run brewing.
Another sub in service. Dane Hillis in for the Beach. He hits it over, diving Boyle with a pass. Set to the middle, and Garrison has the kill. First assist of the night for Cameron Whirl. He's got a lot of size in that front row, 6'7". It's a big discrepancy from the 6'2" John Lewers, who's run the offense until this point tonight, but Lewers, even with the height disadvantage, has had an impact above the net. See if Whirl can match it. Garrison serves, pass from Kondev. Doty there, goes over to Varga on the left side. Off a tip, it's down for a kill. Skylar Varga went to that cross-court shot that he practices and does so well. 15-11 Beach.
Skylar Varga back in the land of the positives. His 7th kill to go along with 6 errors on 30 swings tonight.
Jackson Chris to serve. Beach trying to win their 3rd straight game. Chris puts it across, set from Whirl. Swinging his Selcho. It goes high off the blockers, kept up by Marquardt. Another deke from Kondev. Goes to Varga. It's touched and down. Second time Alex Kondev has had that move tonight. But now there's going to be a challenge issued immediately by Brad Rostratter, looking for a double touch against Kondev on the set.
And that's Kondev flying in from the back row, faking a hit, pushing it to the pins instead. Alex Kondev doing a little bit of everything so far tonight. 11 kills, 1 shy of his season high. Hitting just .208, has 2 aces, has 8 digs, and 4 block assists. One of the most complete performances in terms of pure numbers in Alex Kondev's young Long Beach State career.
Big challenge issued here by UC San Diego. They've only challenged once tonight, lost it, so they've got 2.
As this game stretches further into the night, both teams have to be thinking about tomorrow. You saw for Long Beach State against CSUN up in Northridge on Friday how much that game took out of Northridge on the back-to-back and how it affected Long Beach State. The injury to Jake Pizzanti, Island Doty having to come in, some of that depth getting flexed in set 3. Now those roles might be reversed heading into tomorrow night as both teams have given it everything in La Jolla.
And the weekend before that, it was Long Beach State on the wrong side of an absolute gauntlet battle in night 1 of a back-to-back against Hawaii. That match went to 5 sets. Long Beach lost it, and the next night they were flat. Didn't have any energy as they got swept by Hawaii on the second night of that back-to-back. So this is the 3rd straight weekend that night 1 of the 2 straight has been a high-energy back-and-forth match. And the last 2 weekends, it's a team that prevailed in the first battle that was able to come out and steamroll on night 2.
That's the uniqueness of the Big West schedule, especially for teams like Long Beach State, less so for UC San Diego, playing opponents back-to-back. You get the same team a second night. You have just a few hours to prepare, but it's about the halftime response. We hear it all the time from Nick McRae, and Long Beach has been really good at that this season. Aside from that Hawaii series, this is a UC San Diego team that really are masters of that halftime response as well. Getting swept against UC Irvine, then pushing a top 5 team in the nation to 5 sets on night 2. That does not happen too often, and they continually do it season after season.
It's a scheduling quirk that really allows your coaching to show through. Challenge call comes in, and it's successfully issued by UC San Diego. They've still got 2. That's a big overturn. Instead of a 5-point deficit, it's down to 3.
San Diego still within striking distance. I know we've only played about 3 complete and 1 half set here to the 4th, but it feels like we've played 6 sets tonight.
15-12, Long Beach State. Luke Chandler behind the service line for the first time tonight. 10 double-digit kill games this year, just subbed in. It's controlled by Larson. Quick set to the middle, dug out in the back row by Pervednikov. Set over to the right side. Chandler swings cross court, and he's got his first kill. The lefty gets it down in the middle of the floor, and the Tritons are within 2.
Luke Chandler, you talk about all those double-digit kill performances. He's done it against Lewis, Loyola Chicago, and UCLA. But in those last 2 games against UC Irvine was far from his best. That's why he's out of the lineup right now. But the Long Island transfer, certainly talented.
Trying to deliver a shot of energy off the bench. Here he goes to serve again. Pass by Larson. Doty just beyond the 10-foot line. Goes all the way to the left pin for Varga. Off the block, it's out of bounds. Skylar Varga gets the Beach their point back. It's 16-13.
And after an error, Skylar Varga is able to pick up his 8th kill on his 32nd swing. Back into the positives once again. Skylar Varga struggling, but even on his off nights, he can still make a big difference for his team.
Island Doty serves next. 3-point lead for the Beach. Pass in the back row from Boyle. Set quick to the middle, and Selcho has the kill. Been a good night in the middle for Peter Selcho. 6 kills on 12 swings. And now Sebastiano Sani is subbing out. His turn to serve is going to go to Aiden Powell. Sani walking over to the bench gingerly. He's certainly not at 100%, has dealt with some cramps and also that left leg still bleeding through his sleeve. Aiden Powell serves into the bottom half of the net. Beach lead back to 3.
And it's the first service error of the night for Powell, who will now have to stay on the floor. Sebastiano Sani not coming back in.
Sani walked all the way to the far end of the bench. He looks like he might be done. Skylar Vargas serves for the Beach into the net. The trade service errors. It's 17-15 Long Beach State.
Sebastiano Sani has his hands on his hips right now. Have to imagine the only way he gets back in this game is if San Diego pushes it to 5, and they absolutely need him.
Peter Selcho to serve for UC San Diego. Redshirt senior middle blocker. He hits across a float serve, kept up by Kondev. Doty D-set goes to Bloom, and he hits it way out of bounds. Oh, there was a touch off high hands. My goodness, that was a fadeaway jump shot from Connor Bloom that looked destined for an error as soon as he elevated. The set was a little far off the net from Doty, but as he just scrambled to get the ball over the net, there was a touch from UC San Diego.
I mean, Connor Bloom is almost horizontal when he's swinging at that ball. Somehow gets it off a fingernail for the kill.
What a job by Bloom, and have to think for UC San Diego, those blockers would like to get their hands out of the way on that swing. Braden Marquardt serves now, errant pass, stepping in, Powell puts it up to the left side, Prevendikov gets blocked, but Boyle keeps it up. Prevendikov, another chance, tries to go power angle, but missed the line. Long Beach State extends their lead to 4.
It has been Sani and Prevendikov getting the lion's share of the sets tonight. 31st swing for Prevendikov. And you hear from the bench, keep swinging. That's all UC San Diego can do right now.
Tritons are starting to look a bit tired. I think especially that swing from Prevendikov is a good example of it. Just didn't quite have the bounce off the floor that he's had for most of the night, and so the angle was tougher to hit. Long Beach also has dialed up the pressure from their block. The first 2 sets, UC San Diego was the team that was dominating defensively above the net. Now Long Beach has gotten back into their strengths. They're serving well in these last 2 sets, and they're blocking well, and that's been enough for the Beach to take this advantage.
And it means that they're out hitting UC San Diego. Brad Rothschroeder recognizing that, taking time out here to talk things over before Long Beach inevitably reach the red zone first. San Diego just needs one more run here at some point to close the gap and give themselves a chance to get one of those race to 3, race to 5 situations against the defending national champions. It has not been easy all night for UC San Diego, but much like CSUN and even more so like Hawaii, refusing to roll over, refusing to be shut down by the aura alone of that national championship has allowed them to be competitive and allowed them to really excel in some areas. You know, in between these games, Nick McRae will have a lot to think about, whether it's the health of Daniil Hrstanovic, or the health of Jake Pizzanti and Wojciech Gajek, or just the way his team played with Island Doty tonight. Either way, this chess match will continue into tomorrow, no matter the result tonight.
45 assists for Island Doty tonight. Pair that with 9 digs and 4 blocks. It's been a heck of a performance as he stepped in for the injured Jake Pizzanti.
Listen, Island Doty, 2 games previous to this one, stepped in midway through into a game against LIU, 15 assists. Started against Jessup, 26 in a 3-set sweep, then 18 in 2 sets played against CSUN. By far the best performance of his entire Long Beach State career.
Braden Marquardt serves. Pass from the back row, set over to the right side. Chandler hits into the net. Long Beach's pressure above the net has UC San Diego hitting, they just look skitterish up above the net. And Leo Prevendikov now appears to be shaken up. It was after he dove on that last dig that he got up slowly, and now he's walking gingerly in the back row.
Well, here's what Prevendikov gets to do now with Chandler in the game. He actually started the season as the opposite under Brad Rothschroeder. Before Chandler started playing so well, he had to be moved back to his natural outside hitter position. He's playing outside right now. He wants to stay in the game, even though he is visibly exhausted.
Marquardt serves out of bounds. Sebasani remains on the bench for UC San Diego, so Prevendikov has to be option number 1. Other outside hitter is Aiden Powell. He hasn't been in there for most of the night, has only really been in as a service specialist. 0 swings for him so far.
Only 3 kills on the season for Powell.
Cameron Worrell to serve now. Other setter subbed in a few points ago. Pass from Bloom is back over the net. Pass right up to Worrell. He sets quick to the middle, and Garrison has the kill for the Tritons. 20-17, only a 3-point lead.
Garrison continuing to step up for this UC San Diego team. 6 kills now. At a season high 11 against CSUN. 4-year starter on this team. Has not played in a match like this against Long Beach throughout his San Diego career.
It certainly isn't over. Worrell serves again, this time out of bounds though. Tritons, when they start to get some momentum back, have struggled to string those points together. And now Long Beach is 4 points away from a win, 21-17. Their lead is also 4. Connor Bloom back behind the service line. 5th-year Long Beach State player, tips the tape on his serve, but Provednikov passes. Pass or set right back to him and off a tip. It's a kill for Leo Provednikov. Right in system with his setter Cameron Worrell. And now look who's coming back to the table. Sebastiano Sani subs back into the front row. Aiden Powell to the bench.
So that's what they did with Sani, right? They take him out of the back row, making sure he doesn't have to work defensively. All offense, all gas, no breaks. Sani in the front row.
Serve from Provednikov. Set goes up towards the middle. Kondev swings out of bounds. No touch. Kondev looking over to the bench saying there might have been. So now Nick McRae will come over and try and confirm how many challenges he has left. And now he will issue it.
He's still got 2.
If this game were to get to a 5th set, Long Beach would get 1 challenge back. So if there's a chance for a touch off high hands, no real reason for McRae not to use a challenge here. So he will issue 1. Scoreboard shows 21-19. Long Beach State ahead by 2. If they can get this overturned, it would extend the deficit out to 4.
And also make sure that Sebastiano Sani will play 1 less point in the front row no matter what. Heard from Nick McRae all season long that this Long Beach State team doesn't need to wait to be down to make adjustments. They have adjusted all night tonight. They've gotten some good production late from Connor Bloom after Daniil Hershnovich took himself out of the game after 16 kills, a career high on 25 errorless swings. I mean, this game has had everything, and Long Beach State are in for another battle tomorrow night. We know that for sure.
There's been times this year Long Beach has struggled to make those in-game adjustments, like you just mentioned. I think tonight is as good as that aspect has looked so far this year. UC San Diego were doing a lot of good things through about 2.5 sets. But midway through that 3rd set, Long Beach flipped a switch. Even as their leading kill getter, Daniil Hershnovich, had to head off with an injury. The block has looked significantly better. The serve has looked significantly better. And the Beach have made those adjustments to get out ahead. They're only 4 points away from a win here, and it was because of those adjustments they were able to make mid-match.
And you talk about, the depth of this team with Nick McRae, and he's so proud of everybody who can step up. But you take chess pieces off the board for this team, and you force guys to step up like we've seen tonight. No Wojciech Gajek, no Jake Pizzanti. Ben Braun still banged up. And you are left with only a few guys that you really trust in your rotation at this point in the season who you turn to and say, we need you right now. And for so much of this season, we've seen Long Beach State play rigid. We've seen them play almost fearful of the big moments at times, for lack of a better description of the way they play, sometimes stiff against those top opponents. They've played loose throughout these last 2 sets, and it's resulted in some set victories. And now they're on the doorstep in set 4 of getting out of here with a big win that can only boost their confidence if the calls continue to go their way.
It's an unsuccessful challenge, so this one doesn't go the way of Long Beach State. They're down to 1 challenge. Score stays 21-19. The 2 players I'd highlight, Jackson Christ and Connor Bloom, that have really altered the course of this match. Christ with some blocks above the net. Bloom subbed in and has made a huge change. Serve passed by Larson over the left side. Kondev has the kill. So after the challenge doesn't go his way, Alex Kondev gets the kill anyway. It's 22-19, and Kondev will go back to serve.
Long Beach State able to side out Leo Provetnikov behind the service line and open up a big 3-point lead here.
Long Beach looked like they were playing with so much tension early in this match. Now it's UC San Diego on their heels. Good dig by Boyle. Left side. Sani gets roofed. Jackson Christ again. And Island Doty above the net. Jackson Christ has had an unbelievable sequence of 2 sets here. And Long Beach got a yellow card.
It's against Jackson Christ. But the Island boy, Island Doty, up above the net, shoulder to shoulder with Jackson Christ. Denies Sebastiano Sani.
Double block of Christ and Doty.
Wow.
23-19, Long Beach State. Alex Kondev serves again. Roll serve down and in. Sebastiano Sani dove towards the line and didn't get there. It's match point number 1, 24-19. Long Beach State trying to close out an unbelievable match. So many mid-match adjustments needed, and now they're on the doorstep of a win. Kondev roll serve again, controlled by Sani. Set to the middle, Garrison has a kill. Tritons are still alive.
If only for one more point.
24-20. Jim Garrison back to serve. The Tritons are on their heels, and they'll need a run to stay alive. Match point number 2 for Long Beach State. Garrison gives a toss, hits it over and out of bounds. Long Beach State takes round 1, a 4-set victory at LionTree Arena, and they earned every single point.
Through the madness, through the fire, the defending national champions find a way.
There's not a lot of words to describe this match, but the in-match adjustments that Long Beach State was able to make. Jackson Christ with a fantastic performance, had 8 blocks, has had a new career high, and many more attacks pressured that didn't go on the stat sheet. Connor Bloom also has been called the closer by Nick McRae. Absolutely served that role tonight, subbing in for Daniil Hershinovic, who had a great performance himself, but after exiting with an injury, Bloom kept the foot on the gas. 25-20 in set 4. Long Beach State with a hard-fought victory, and they'll be heading right back to the Pyramid tomorrow to try and do it again.
We can't forget about Island Doty. 46 assists against CSUN, starting his first conference game in 3 years. Backs it up here on night 1 in La Jolla. Paces the beach to a 310 hitting clip. They only improved, Bruce, from set 1 to set 4. Take you through the numbers: 261, 239, 357 in set 4. 12 kills, 3 airs on 19 swings, 474. Exactly what you want from Island Doty in a situation like this. High leverage, high pressure. He delivers, not immediately, but eventually.
And an 80% side out rate in set 4 as the Tritons were trying to string together a run to get back into it. Long Beach slammed the door every time. Final line score 25-23. The Tritons won set 1. 29-27. The Beach took set 2. 25-21 in set 3. And 25-20 in set 4. The Beach, the gentleman's sweep. And this is a huge win to get back, or not even back, to get above 500 in conference play for the first time this year.
And you pair that with Hawaii's 5-set win over UC Irvine, and it's still a tight race atop the Big West. Long Beach improved to 17-4, now having won 3 straight games and improved to 6-1 on the road this season.
3-2 in conference play for Long Beach State. Tritons dropped to 2-3. It's their 3rd straight loss. But they'll have a chance for redemption immediately tomorrow. Long Beach will head back home. Less than 24 hours to try and get healthy and do it again. This is a Beach team that is absolutely banged up, but the depth has shown through. Guys stepping up throughout the roster. Mentioned Island Doty with a fantastic performance tonight, 46 assists. That's a backup setter. Connor Bloom wasn't even a starter, entered midway through this match and performed fantastic. It's a deep team, and it hasn't all been easy this year, but this is a win they can be very proud of.
And for UC San Diego, Provetnikov 14 kills, Ewert 11 kills, Sebastiano Sani 14 kills on 42 swings. But Bruce, it's halftime. We do it again tomorrow.
That'll do it for us here at LionTree Arena. Long Beach State wins in 4 sets in one of the hardest fought back and forth games of the season. For JayDe Beaudry, next to me, Alex Prado on the board in the studio, and the rest of our 22 West Sports crew, I'm Bruce Kuntz, and this has been national champion Long Beach State men's volleyball on 22 West Radio, broadcasting live at 88.1 FM KKJZ HD3 Long Beach. We will be back on the air 7 p.m. first serve tomorrow at the LBS Financial Credit Union Pyramid. If you can't make it in person, you will not want to miss the broadcast. So tune in. It's going to be a great round 2 between Long Beach State and UC San Diego. But thanks for joining us tonight, and we hope to see you tomorrow.